What up? What up? What's going on, world? It's your boy Ryan from the Six, man. We in the building. Yo, how's my audio? Cause man, I think my son was messing around with my computer today, and I had to switch a whole bunch of settings around. I hope we got it though. I hope it's all good. I hope it's all gravy. You know, we need that A1 audio for the people in the back. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody in the building, man. We got a big show lined up. Obviously, a lot going on in boxing, man. Um, it seems like it's just been one of those years. We've had a lot to talk about, a lot of good fights, still a lot coming up. I mean, let's be honest here, man. November is what we are waiting for. That big uh Night of Champions card. And obviously September, man. September is around the corner. But yeah, what's going on, Smoochie in the building? But salute to everybody, man. If you on X, make sure you repost the stream so we can get some more people in here, get some more conversation going on. And if you on YouTube, you know what to do, man. You know what to do. Hit that and whoa, smash that like button.
Did not really fight her.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. We're gonna talk about a few topics, man. Obviously, Moses Itauma got his fight week coming up. Well, we're gonna hit on a few other things, man. We're gonna hit on Boots Ennis. He's taking on the IBO champ, Lima. How y'all feel about that, man? Canelo Crawford, the undercard's finally been been revealed, man. It's been a while, eh? I mean, we only like what 4 weeks out, almost 4 weeks in a couple days, and then of course Moses Itauma, they fighting this weekend. Moses Itauma versus Dillian White. That should be a good fight card. I mean, Ray Ford, Anthony Kakasi. I was looking forward to that fight, but Kakasi got injured. In comes Abraham Nova. I mean, good opponent, good name, but I don't expect him to beat Ray Ford, which I kind of felt like Kakasi had a chance. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in hot. He's had a few good fights, but where do we want to start, man? Let's start with the Boots Ennis. Sorry, not the Boots Ennis. The Canelo Crawford undercard. The card is basura, yo. It's basura. Like, what the hell is this, bro? Christian and Billy Lester Martinez. Obviously, that's a firefight. That's the fight I asked for. They giving us that. That's gonna be a firefight while it lasts, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all. Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez. I don't know who winning, but if I'm betting, the fight ain't going the distance. That's my bet. Yeah. Like with that fight. I think both guys are extremely good fighters, man. And you know, Christian and Billy, he's been put through the ringer, man, in the sense of waiting for so long, being number one in the WBC for so long. It's kind of like, man, what the flip is going on? Like, for real, for real. Shout out to my guy, Real Six. Yo, what's up, brother? You already know what it is. He said, we in here, CA. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Lester Martinez, a great opponent. Christian and Billy, obviously, he's also a great opponent. That's probably the best fight on the undercard. Callum Walsh, Fernando Vargas, I thought that would have fell to like the prelims if they were doing a mega card, but that's on this card too as the main. Also in the main card. And then Muhammad Alakal and John Orleans. Bro, that's a turkey fight. That's just one of Turkey's guys he's trying to promote. It says catch weight. Y'all catch that? It says for that fight, 10 rounds catch weight. So this is not even a real fight in my eyes. Like, what do you mean you fighting at catch weights and you're not even one of them guys, bro? So I don't know who that guy is. I don't know what Turkey LSG trying to pull, but like, man, all you UFC fans that clamor and crave about the amazing cards that Mr. Dana White puts up, and he come to boxing and this the first one he puts up. Bro, this trash, man. This ain't it. And even if he didn't have the budget to get all the big names, man, he could have put together a few good fights, like good names. We see Pro Box do it all the time. They give us good fights. You know, the name value ain't there, but they give us good fights. I don't know if there's a good fight outside of Lester Martinez versus Christian and Billy. Like maybe Fernando Vargas and Callum Walsh can spark, fire. But I just don't think so, man. I think that fight's not gonna be as great as it's gonna be promoted. It's gonna be promoted huge because UFC, Dana White, they're behind Callum Walsh because of the success of Conor McGregor. They think they can build another Irish star in him. But he just hasn't been moved correctly in a standpoint of being prepared for 154. Callum Walsh ain't fought nobody with a pulse. And the problem is when he starts to enter up into the top of 154 just by default of beating all these guys, Fernando Vargas might give him real trouble. I don't know. I I think of the Fernando Vargas's brothers, Junior's probably, I don't want to say the worst one, but he's not the most talented one. So I just think that at this point, Callum Walsh, he's being baby, man. And in this 154 division, it gets to a point where you have to sink or swim in these waters. And Callum Walsh is not a top 15 fighter at 154. I can name 15 guys better than him, actually, like confidently, also for the people in the back. So I just need y'all to stop that with this guy's the next one. He's not, bro. Which champ he gonna beat? Y'all point to the champ that Callum Walsh gonna beat. And shoot, I might even point to an interim champ. Which interim champ he gonna beat? Y'all need to convince me of that. But they not ready for that. They not ready for that conversation, bro. So we just gotta sit here and continue to watch this guy get baby. Um, if Fernando Vargas can pull off the victory, it's huge for him. He probably gonna get another Riyadh season fight, which is up anyone's alley. That's what you want, man. And we'll see. We'll see where he goes from there, man. Shout out to my guy Just Do Boxing in the building. What's going on, brother? I appreciate you, man. All you doing. You been grinding, bro. I saw you was on late last night. I think you was breaking down some video. But I see you grinding, bro. You grinding for the fighters, man. I see what you doing, brother, because yeah, there's some weird stuff going on these YouTube streets, man. There's some what we call propaganda, bro. Propaganda just going around everywhere, and these guys are just spewing it everywhere, thinking they can just run with it. But hey, man, somebody got to call them on their BS. They all talking because they hate the guy who's fighting on September, bro, 13th, Mr. Terrence Crawford. But yeah, man, we gonna talk more about Terrence Crawford and Canelo undercard. I just think that the Lester Martinez fight and Christian and Billy is obviously the best fight, but it's also like when you look at the grand picture of it, it sucks, man. And Billy, if he loses this fight, he never getting a shot at Canelo Alvarez, like never, because they position Hamza Shiraz as the number one. So what they trying to do is I think they're trying to get Christian and Billy knocked off, to be honest. So they match him tough here. Hopefully they hoping he probably loses to Lester Martinez, and then they match Lester Martinez up with Hamza Shiraz for the interim title at WBC, and then eventually if Hamza could beat Lester Martinez, he still has to beat the guys. And they send him in with Canelo. But like this is the weird thing. I don't know if the WBC has ever mandated Canelo to fight anybody at 168. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he took the franchise belt. I wonder when he took the franchise belt because I need to see the timeline. Because I don't think the WBC has ever mandated anybody to fight Canelo. Like, they've never called it mandatory at 168. And it's crazy because it's like, okay, so is he still holding that franchise belt? Because that could be the only way. If he's still holding the franchise, then I mean, man, Canelo a whole duck and a half, and some. Bro, you the only one out here like Devin Haney won that belt and he didn't even defend it. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't acknowledge it because it's a stupid belt. Because what do you mean I'm gonna be the champ and the contenders can't fight me? Like what? So the guys who work their way up and pay these sanctioning fees, they ain't never gonna get a shot because we gonna make the call when we want to. We're not gonna mandate anybody to fight Canelo. So the WBC, they got they shit in a whole different plateau right now because they gave Hamza Shiraz a number one ranking off a win against Edgar Berlanga. They gave Manny Pacquiao a number one ranking off a draw with Mario Barrios. And then they gave Boots Ennis. I think they gave Boots Ennis a number one also. He ain't never fought in the division and never even held the WBC belt at all. Like Boots Ennis has never held the WBC belt. Never. Not at 47. He was never the WBC champ. So how is he awarded a number one spot at 154 over guys who have competed in the division actively? Like Sergey Boychuk, who was in position to actually be mandated to fight against Virgil Ortiz. Baramos, who's third. Callum Walsh, as much as I'm saying what I'm saying about him, he's fought in the division. He's 5. Lima is number 9. Lubin, we know Lubin. He's been in the division too, fighting. Majimov also. So, you know what I'm saying? This guy leapfrogs all those guys to number 1. The WBC, they just, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the criteria is because it makes zero sense how we now handle rankings to fighters who have never fought in divisions before. Like we saw this last May with Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero fighting for the interim WBA title at 147, a division that none of those men competed in ever. So it's like, yo, boxing, like y'all just make it a joke when you start doing stuff like this, man. Like, you got everybody in here looking around like, okay, so what's the ranking system about? Like what is the ranking system for? What's the metrics of the ranking system? Because somebody need to explain to me what makes Boots number 1 at 154 in the WBC. Based off what? The man's never fought at 154. We don't even know what he's gonna look at 154. So it's just a whole bunch of, they call it popularity contest bullshit. This is why I fuck with Turkey Al Sheep because he over here like, look, Boots Ennis, you want tune-ups? And it's supposed to be ranking you number 1 off tune-ups? Bro, we don't want that. We want real
inside
smoke.
my heart, I want the fighters.
Yes.
I want to see the fighters.
Want real smoke, want real fighters, people who want to get in there and mix it up, and people who wanna be great. You said you want to fight a certain guy in Terrence Crawford. But when Terrence Crawford won titles at 147 and moved up to 154, he fought as his debut fight against the WBA champion, full champion, Israel Majimov. He didn't say, I need 2 tune-ups. So you younger, man, got like 34 fights. And you moving up talking about tuna. But we supposed to say you supposed to beat Terrence Crawford? That, you know how crazy that sound now? To them people that be saying that in the back? Y'all be screaming to the hills. Oh yeah, he gonna beat Crawford. All right. Well, we want to see him do some Crawford shit because he ain't showing us that. He ain't showing us he want to do any Crawford stuff, man. It's actually opposite. He's showing us everything but doing Crawford stuff. Asking for tune-ups. You 30-something fights in, man. You don't need no tune-ups. You good now. You seasoned. You've headlined a few times. You've won titles. You've done everything. Now it's time to go for legacy fights. Like I just don't understand what the wait is for. What's the weight? And then people gonna say like, "Oh, nobody want to fight him, bro." Oh, okay. You want we want to see who's not tied up because I won't lie to you. A lot of the champs either just fought or they tied up. So let's see who's not tied up in the division. Let's see who's good fights for Boots, man. Because I know we can find them. So Sergey Boychuk, he didn't take the fight because obviously he was supposed to be ordered to fight Virgil. I don't even know if that's gonna happen now that they moved Boots into the number one spot. You know, Sergey Boychuk was number one. Madrimov, he ain't fought since what, February? That's a easy in-house fight for Eddie to make. They both at Matchroom. Israel Madrimov is a former champ at the division. Let's go. They can fight. Oh, he want a real tune-up, man. Nah. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that guy, Madrimov. Jesus Ramos. What happened with him? You know what I'm saying? He ain't fought in a minute. Why not? We know Tim Tszyu just fought. We know Sebastian Fundora just fought. They can't fight. Lubin and Backram, they kind of in negotiations. They got a purse bid coming up. Xander just fought. Okay. That's top of the divisions pretty much. Charles Conwell, you don't know what that situation was like. Apparently they offered him, but I never heard Charles Conwell come out and say anything about that. All right. I don't know if y'all heard Charles Conwell come out and speak on that. I never heard him speak on it, actually. Jonas Tellis. Y'all telling me Boots couldn't force his way into the WBA interim. Josh Kelly. We heard the story with that. Low offer. Andreas Katz. I don't know if they really want that type of smoke. It's just a ugly fight. But I'd rather Katz because I know Katz is a tough fighter. He'll push the pace, man. Brandon Adams, also a good fighter. Didn't hear his name. That's all right though. I know a lot of people were talking about Brian Mendoza. Obviously, Brian Mendoza would be a good name too, just for relevant value of different guys. And Darnell Valsaint, he's a young gun, man. He's 23, 13-0. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, you say to him, he got some more work to do, and I'd be okay with that. So I guess like a lot of the top guys are not in the mix. So I guess Lima is the only guy. But don't say the guys don't want to fight Boots. I just don't believe that. Especially at 154, I don't believe that. But choose to believe what you want to believe. Neither here or there. I'm just a fan of boxing, man. I just want to see the guy Boots Ennis be this monster that y'all talking about. That's all. But monsters do monster stuff,
Yeah,
man. You know. But right now I'm not seeing
yeah.
no. But it's all right though. He got time, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Show some love to the boy, man. Know what I'm talking about. We talking about a few things tonight. We talking about Moses Itauma. We talking about Boots Ennis. We talking about Canelo and Crawford Undercard. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts on that in the chat. I'll make this a quickie show, bro. I'm not gonna chill out too long. But I mean, if y'all want to call in too, I'll drop the link. If y'all want to call in and talk some boxing, yo. But yeah, we got Boots Ennis situation there. Also another situation that's crazy, man. I just don't know how. Y'all see the cease and desist that Don King tried to put on Turkey Al Sheikh and yeah, oh bro. Yo, man, I don't get it, man. Boots Ennis, sorry about Boots Ennis, but Don King in 2025 is still fucking up people's careers, man. And these guys are letting it happen, man. Michael Hunter supposed to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And then, you know, Don King puts a cease and desist. on Turkey Al Sheik and the TKO group saying that they got to fight with Pulev. And Michael Hunter was basically saying like Pulev and the WBA, they got to hash things out in court. So he going to be waiting anyway. And for whatever reason, Don King trying to pressure him into that fight, bro. When he got a fight right here in a couple weeks, like 3 weeks with Drell Miller, Riyadh season. It's on like the open workout card. It's still a huge opportunity for Michael Hunter to show his skills, show who he is on the big stage, and to, get eyes from Turkey Al Sheik. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. And Don King's still out here in 2025 with his old ass, messing up Deuce's career, man. Like, I don't understand this at all. Like, this dude, Don King, is crazy. I don't even know how dude's still signing to him, man. Truthfully, you have to be in a real corner, a real bad situation to resort to Don King. But it's happening out here, man. My guy LA in the building, big member. What's going on, man? Said Boots building a name off people not fighting him is getting old. Nah, for real, bro. It's an old story, for real. We don't believe that, man. You need way more people. We need way more people. I don't know what Boots be talking about when he be saying that. But we not believing that, bro. So shout out to everybody in the building, bro. Thanks for tuning in. To everybody in the building, y'all get some memberships. Y'all know what it is. Had to show some love. But yeah, man, I'm not sure where Boots goes even after that fight because he said he wants 2 tune-ups. I don't know what another tune-up is. I don't even know what another tune-up does for him. Like, he wins. The fight's not even announced. Oh, the fight is announced. Sorry. Let me go see what the date is for that fight. I think it's October. I saw or something like that. Is it October? Yeah, October 11th. So October, he's gonna need a month, November, and then probably, he'll put something in motion. So he'll probably be back early next year, January. So he's really only gonna take the one tune-up because I thought I heard Eddie Hearn say that, the Virgil and Boots matchup was for January next year. So technically, you're only gonna get one tune-up. I don't know why he need 2. That's crazy. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez in the building. My guy, the hangout spot. What up, Johnny? I already know. I heard you had a eventful live the other night, bro. Shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. What's going on, bro? Yeah, October 11th. Yep, that's the date. And then so October 11th. And I actually saw Lima fight up here in Canada when he fought against Sukdeep. Sukdeep ain't no Boots Ennis, respectfully. So it's going to be hard for me to say that Lima can cause Boots problems. But Boots, like Lima's honestly going to be tailor-made for Boots because he throws a lot of punches. He gets reckless. He gets wide, like in Billy. He gets like wide with the hooks. So he almost like tailor-made for Boots Ennis to look good. So this might be a stoppage on Boots' part. And I just don't know how. Like, I just don't know if it's really going to be a stock jumper. Like, I think a lot of people are going to look at it like, yeah, you were supposed to do that. Now what? I feel like, man, like, if you're going to get into another division and you trying to take a fight, you got to fight a fight like you got to fight a Boachuk because Boachuk gave Virgil problems. He dropped Virgil twice. You know what I'm saying? Those were flash knockdowns, but still, he gave Virgil problems. So if you go into the ring and beat him easy, then people gonna be like, oh shoot, like Boots gonna beat Virgil when they fight. Like, that's just how boxing works. No matter The triangle theory doesn't really work, but people are always going to use it, right? As a barometer. It's always going to be used, regardless of what we think. So there'll be people that say that Boots beat Boachuk easier, and then, but hey, it could be the other side of the coin that hurts your stock, where Boachuk goes in there and drops you twice too. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now we all like, oh damn, Boachuk is the real deal. Boots Ennis ain't ready. But I think you could take that negative energy and you could always turn it into a plus, man. We see guys all the time with negative press become the biggest in boxing, quote unquote Devin Haney, a guy who everybody hated because he filed his dad filed a lawsuit. But can't stop talking about the dude, man. It's crazy. So I just think that that's kind of the route they missed. Rashidi Ellis, if they gave him the fight, Rashidi wasn't doing it for me either, because Rashidi Ellis is literally a 47 pounder. He's not a 54 pounder. I know he's been fighting like catch weights in these smaller events, but he's campaigning. He's campaigning at 47, not 54. Shout out to my guy Z Pacino. I see you. I heard you getting ready for Border Wars, bro. Let's go. Get in the gym, man. The whole TBV fam, bunch of y'all getting ready this time. It's gonna be good. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't agree with the matchup, bro. I don't. But I think it's a good thing for Boots Ennis to at least fight this year again. I think that's what I could take from it. It's like he's getting in the ring. This will be a second fight this year. It's not who we wanted to see, not who we wanted to envision, but hey, bro, sometimes you can't. You know what I'm saying? You just can't, bro. You can't hate on it. It's one of those situations for me. Shout out to my guy Doc, man, for ringing up his membership. I really appreciate you, brother. Rocking. I can feel it coming in the air. Yeah. Yeah, man. I appreciate the support, brother. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The other topic I was gonna touch on, man, I didn't really put it up here because I didn't know how I was gonna angle it. Was like, um, I'm concerned for Top Rank, y'all. I just heard today that Danny Garcia, Swift Promotions, and Top Rank are doing a card at the Barclays. He's returning to the ring, obviously to help his brand, help his stable, kind of like what Floyd used to do, right? When he was fighting with Tank Davis on the undercard, Badu Jack, and another guy too that was there. But anyways, he had his TMT crew that he was bringing up at the time, and he'd always throw him on the undercard, kind of like what Canelo does with his guys, throws him on the undercard. It's a common thing we've seen with the superstar fighters when they have promotions. Danny Garcia is doing that, and he's co-promoting the event with Top Rank. So Top Rank is literally in that position that PBC was in like 2 years ago when Showtime said that they were out of the game. We didn't really. I feel like we heard at least something from the PBC. Like we heard about Amazon and we heard about even Netflix. Obviously, Netflix didn't come to fruition. They've been working with Jake Paul, and now they'll be working with Turkey Al Sheikh. But PBC ended up landing on Amazon. Bro, we don't even know where Top Rank's gonna land. Like, we haven't heard nothing. It's been quiet. I think the thing you're hearing from the fighters is frustration. Like Keyshawn Davis, he came out and spoke the other day. He apologized, but I think what I took from it too was he was also trying to say that Top Rank was like, you know, blocking him out. Troy Isley, he was on his Instagram expressing himself, in a way of frustration of, they don't want to put up the money to basically bank on me. They don't believe they put that money up that I'm going to return it back. essentially what he was saying was Top Rank don't want to pay for a big fight for me. And that's crazy because I think Troy Osley's a great fighter, man. I think that dude got all the tools to beat some of the best at 160. But I don't think it comes down to that with Top Rank. I think they just see him as he don't got enough star power, not enough profile to get our investment back. So, Troy's, he's in a tough situation because there's no dates for Top Rank. Abdullah Mason, probably one of their brighter stars, has a date. You gotta think Xander's gonna get a date now that he's a champion. Um, but Emiliano Vargas, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, he's promotable, so somebody might pick him up. Father very well known in the game. And then I look at guys like Bruce Shushu Carrington. He's right there. Espinoza hasn't fought. He's right there. Um, Richard Torres, up and coming heavyweight. We haven't heard nothing about any dates for him. Michaela Mayer, she's out here trying to make fights with Clarissa. Bro, it's scary. Yeah, shout out to LA, man. He said, Jared Anderson turning down probably the only bag. I don't know unless they got something else going on over there. I don't know, man. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. He said Danny should never fight again. Nah, I mean, I agree, man. He shouldn't, but if he's putting his promotion on, putting his fighters on, then he's passing the baton. I'm okay with that. Z Pacino, he said, yeah, them dudes at Top Rank going through it. Turmoil. Yeah, they're going through turmoil for real, man. They got no dates. Nigerian Nightmare in the building. What's going on, man? Salute. Yeah, they got no dates, and Top Rank as we know them, they are the development. They the D League, G League. They developing. They the minors. They grooming the fighters, right? They got the matchmakers that can put the guys in with the right guys. We know what you gonna be, man. You gonna pass a few Top Rank tests. You gonna be a star. If not, then they kicking you to the curb like Berlanga, even when you undefeated, because they just know. So it's tough. It's really tough, man. If you had Top Rank, and I can't blame Bob because Bob's like 90 years old. You see, I know he's passed the business off to his son-in-law there, Todd LaBeouf. But yo, like, how do you not have another move? Like, you got to think about it. With Top Rank comes the whole catalog. So like that alone is a selling point. They could sell to anybody, any network. Yo, we got the Oscar De La Hoya fights. We got the Floyd Mayweather fights. We got all the Manny Pacquiao fights. The rights under our umbrella. They got the rights for all those fights, bro, because they promoted them. Yo, that alone, you can walk into most rooms and get a deal, because all you got to do is tell them, yo, just put a little station on or something of all classical fights for more shoulder content. It's all there. And then you got all the fights you promoted in the last 10 years here, and so on and so on, man. They got a whole catalog. I'm sure they even got it back to Muhammad Ali, probably even. I don't know when they started making the rights to have those fights, but you got to think that Bob Arum, he ain't missed the ball with that, man, because I know they have it. They have it on I think the Zone. So I don't know if they sold it to the Zone, but I guess, man, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Z Pacino, say you gotta trim the fat, yeah. Yeah, for real. Gotta start cutting people off when they getting too big, you know what I'm saying? And you know that they ain't gonna be it. Shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. He said, LOL, y'all forgot what happened to Jared last time he went on a Riyadh season card. He said, you won't get me again. Nah, but you know what? Jared Anderson, I don't know if he gonna get another money opportunity like this. Man said he was in boxing for money. I don't know what he's doing now. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez, said 33 days till Canelo versus Bud. Yeah, man. You're right around the corner with that. And I don't know how you feel, Eddie. I feel like that undercard Like, bro, why it take so long to release that? That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's a great undercard, and it took you all this long to get that out there. Nah, man, it ain't. It ain't. That ain't it. Know what I'm saying? We'll have to see what comes from it. Hopefully, Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr. give us an amazing fight. Christian and Billy, I think, and Lester Martinez will be a great fight. I don't think that'll be bad. I think that'll be really good. But yo, everything else, bro, is kind of midi. Kind of midi, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I was disappointed when he pulled out though. Yeah, man, Doc. I just don't know how you pull out when you ain't got no dates, bro. Like if he had dates with Top Rank and we knew what they was doing, it would make sense. But now it's like, man, when's the last time Jared fought? And the last time Jared fought, that man wouldn't even listen to his corner, man. They was asking him like, "Yo, you don't seem like you want to be here." like, like you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't look focused. So maybe he was right. He didn't take that Jarrell Miller fight. Maybe he would have got his ass whooped. But still, I mean, you gotta eat, bro. Shout out to Haas Delgado in the building. He said the undercard gonna be crap. yo, bro. You might be right, bro. I don't even know. I showed it earlier. I don't even know who that first fight is. They get that first fight, Muhammad Alakal. It says catch weight 10 rounds. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? Like this that Dana White y'all was telling me about making all these best cards. But I heard that dude from the UFC talking about the other day. This is why boxing is so bad. The UFC gives you all these cards. And then your guy comes over here and gives us this. This is what he gave us? Bro, like, come on, man. There's so many, like, they should have really went with the young guns. They should have went with the Carmel Montans, the Zaquin Moseses. Like, get those young cats on the card, man, that don't cost you an arm and a leg. Abdullah Mason probably should have even been fighting on this card, to be honest, against Sam Noakes. I think they had the funds for this, to put that fight on there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what they doing, but it's just this ain't it. I don't know, man. Dana White, this ain't it, bro. This is your first event, and you got Netflix involved, and I don't know. You see, the difference between the UFC and boxing is the UFC fighters, they don't pressure Dana White to get paid more. They don't stick up for one another, bro. Like these dudes will never just have a lockout, man. Just walk out on this motherfucker. Be like, yo, we not getting paid well. That's why when Conor McGregor came to boxing and went back over to the UFC, he started putting in stipulations in his contract. He started saying, I need percentages, I need this, I need that, or I'm not fighting. And he was the biggest dude at that time. So Dana White had to bend over back for him. But they ain't got nobody like that now. So they just gonna continue to suffer over there until they step up and do something. Shout out to Z Pacino. He said, I got Lester. Damn. Well, you know who I got, bro? Got my man named Billy, yo. Finally got that signed poster. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. He said, Jared Hart, not in the fight. Nah, man. Jared's in the money, man. Money, man. Shout out to my man Capital Kev, man, for reposting the stream. I appreciate that, brother. What's going on, my man Kev? I'll go check him out, man. He had a nice interview the other day on his channel. Wilder didn't want it either, man. Yeah, Wilder did not want it. Wilder got another fight though. He said lined up somewhere. I think China. He got another fight somewhere though. I don't know. He on a world tour, man. Wilder doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get to it. Shout out to Z Bacino. He said WBC Grand Prix quarterfinals on Wednesday. Yes, sir. Got a couple Canadians. Got Spencer Wilcox, who's fighting in the super lightweight division. And then we got Derek Pomerleau fighting in the middleweight division off a KO win. Shout out to Derek, man. I think he's like the favorite to win it for the middleweight. So hopefully he can pull through, man, and bring it back to Canada and get his profile up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Moses Itauma. I didn't even talk about Moses Itauma, man. Big fight week for him. Um, yo, I don't know, bro. I've watched Moses Itauma. He's good. I just can't say he's great because of his competition. Like, I don't know what these UK dudes be watching, bro. Like, I don't know who's the great heavyweight they comparing him to, right? Like Tyson Fury. Okay, Tyson Fury's good. Um, but this is what I'm saying. Like all those UK dudes, Usyk went in there and spanked them all, bro. And he's actually running the gauntlet. He ran the gauntlet back twice on some of them. Ran it back twice on AJ. Ran it back twice on Dubois. Ran it back twice on. Actually, he ran it back twice on all of them. Like yo, so he beat them all, bro. And they so adamant about saying Moses Itauma gonna be the next champ and this and that and the third. That's cool, man. I'm fine with that. But what are we like? What are we measuring him against? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy stock chasers in the building. Yo, what's the vibes? What's going on, champ? Tim's and hoodies. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. I just don't know who they're comparing Moses Itauma to. I just think like Dillian White for me is the first real fight he's gonna fight in a sense of like somebody who's dangerous, experienced, been a world class fighter. He hasn't won a world title, but he's been in the fights with the other guys, right? Like AJ, Dillian White. I think he also fought Joseph Parker, Chisora, Tyson Fury. He's been in the ring with the other guys. You know, a lot of these dudes that Moses Itauma fought already, just yeah, yeah, it ain't been it, man. So the hype and the comparison to Mike Tyson, I don't know why. Like Mike Tyson was such a different fighter, a different vibe altogether. Like Mike Tyson, Moses Itauma is not Mike Tyson in any sense of the word to me. Like when I think of Moses Itauma, outside of age, none of those men are compared on no scale, man. They are not the same people at all. So I don't even understand how confidently people can place him beside Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson is a legend in his own right, but yeah, not gonna harp on Mike too much. Y'all know how I feel about. He had a 4-year absolute great prime, but I don't even know if Moses Itauma can get to that. I just, I, I don't know, man. But he got made me a believer this weekend. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, make me a believer. Make me want to watch you fight more. Please stop Dillian White. You know, Dillian White, he's an older guy now. It's not the same guy that AJ fought. It's not the same guy that even Fury fought. I'm pretty sure he had a layoff before his last fight. And he beat Chisora twice. But man, I just need you to prove to me that yo, you are what they say you are, Moses Itauma. Because bro, the hype is crazy. Like to compare you to Mike Tyson when you're not doing Mike Tyson things, and people say Mike Tyson was fighting tomato cans. Also, I hate to call guys that, but I just didn't think that they were up to the level. But Mike was getting them out of there, bro. You knew what Mike was doing. It wasn't going longer than 30 seconds with Mike. My man, we buying pay-per-views and Mike Tyson's packing them up. Like, what I'm saying? It took longer to buy the pay-per-view than, back then. I think back then, Ness could probably attend to this. Shout out to Ness in the building. Back then, you had to call your cable company to get the pay-per-views, bro. Or if you knew the guy who had the box, you had to get the box all the little card there programmed and throw it in your direct TV. It was different back then, bro. Shout out to my guy, the boxing voice in the building. Stock Chasey said, facts, Ryan. Me and you both, man. Yeah, man. He got to prove it to us. Shout out to Boxing Magic in the building. What's going on, man? He said, I feel like Usyk got a lot of recycled fights. No, you're right. But I think like Usyk, he beat the guys at heavyweight. We can't lie about that. He beat the top dudes who were there, the who's. he beat them all, man. Cruiserweight run, yeah, you can say he got the recycle fights, but he was in the Super Six. At that time, I feel like those guys were probably the best um cruiserweights at the time. You know what I'm saying? You had the Cuban guy in there who's still fighting, who just fought Zerto. He was in the Super Six. I'm pretty sure Gassiev was in the Super Six. And yeah, man. There was just like it was the best of that time. Breedis, he was also in the Super Six. He was in his prime. That's a guy who look at Breedis. Ja Patai beat him when he was 40 off a 2-year layoff, and they said they gave Ja Patai the Ring Magazine belt for that fight. They said Breedis was the best, second best cruiserweight at 40 on a 2-year layoff. Like that's crazy, right? And Usyk beat him in his prime. So I mean, Tony Bello too. I mean, Usyk had some decent wins at cruiserweight. It's just cruiserweight division's always been one of them divisions where it doesn't glamour, right? It doesn't jump off the page to us because of the names. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Shout out to LA, yeah, man. That Bud, that's that Bud shirt, bro. I wish what he had on the back was better on the front because on the back it says 147 and it's got like the cross. And it says 140 the cross, 147 the cross, 154 cross, and then it says 168 question mark at the bottom, yo. So shout out to Crawford, man. I actually bought that from his website. Had to support the brother, man. Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boxing boys. Says salute Ryan. What up, chat? Yeah, man. It's my boy Nestor Gibbs. He doing the Border Wars thing. They in Atlanta, bro. So if anybody here is down south, East Coast, we gotta be in Atlanta, bro. Border Wars 17 official at Atlanta, November 8th. Yo, get at Nestor Gibbs or the Boxing Boys if y'all want to compete. If y'all amateurs, got your books, you want to go down and do that. I think my Canadian people, I think y'all can compete too, man. I think Boxing USA and Canada kind of have the same alliance with rules, so I'm sure y'all could sign up too. So if that's an interest to anybody, bro, and y'all want to do it, you can get at the Boxing Voice, message on the inbox, or message me. I'll get you in touch with Ness and we'll get you signed up, man. But Border Wars in Atlanta, November 8th. That's gonna be what's up, man. Shout out to I Am Satan in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, he said, should I bring the amateur book back out? Yo, Doc, bring it out, bro. Atlanta's right there. You in Florida. Bring it out, bro. Yo, Dr. Boxing Talk. I'm sure, man, Nestor Gibbs would love to have some content creators in there, bro. Let's go. Get the book back out, bro. Put on for the team, man. I would definitely love to see Doc up in there, man. I root for my man for sure. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, yeah, at most of the time on cards also it's decent. I don't know if it's worth the pay-per-view price to us. Like I gotta see what it would be in America, but I'm sorry, in the UK. But obviously Nick Ball's fighting. Y'all know how I feel about Nick Ball, bro. After he beat my man Ray Ford, I had to give him the respect because I picked him to lose against Ray Vargas first. They drawed. And then I picked him to get his ass whooped against Ray Ford. And this man pushed my guy Ray Ford, man. He did. He pushed him, and I said, damn, bro, I gotta respect Nick Ball now. So now I want Nick Ball to knock out anyway. That's what I want him to do. Yo, I've been on that train for so long now. I want anyway Nick Ball. So Nick Ball can just suplex his dude anyway. So then I can go call round one and be like, see, I told you, ain't it? But yo, Nick Ball, man, he fighting against Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman was the guy who pulled out against Inoue twice, I think. Pulled out twice. So I think this is going to be a much better fight than anticipated. I think Sam Goodman's a good fighter. He's from Australia. Nick Ball, he always struggles because he's usually the smallest guy in the ring. So I think he's gonna win though. I think Nick Ball gonna win. He just got a bigger dog in him, bro. Nick Ball's just He's just a bigger dog. That's all I look at him as now. Like, aside from his dirty tactics and the way he fights, which is so unorthodox, the dude is absolute. Like, he not quitting, man. Y'all see the last fight he kicked TJ Doheny, man? He was pissed, kicked that man. Like, yo, I was like, this dude Nick Ball, he just a feisty little fighter, man. He just like a pit bull for real, man. So um, I love it, man. I like that attitude about him. I love that dog in him, and I think that won him his fight against Ray Ford. It was him digging so deep. It's like him. He just wanted it more than Ray. Like, obviously, I think Ray Ford's the more superior boxer, but bro, you got to give it up to guys when they got that heart, man. And Nick Ball, that's what he fights with. He fights with his heart. He doesn't do anything special. There's no special effects with Nick Ball, but you could understand once you get into a Nick Ball fight, you in a real fight, bro. This dude is gonna be coming nonstop, and the pressure is gonna be there. It's mental pressure at the end of the day, and he has a way of just bursting pipes, and like I think it looks better than Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz, he gets really hook happy, doesn't throw no jabs, and he's jumping in and out. But Nick Ball, it's controlled, man. It's very controlled. Now, there's times when he gets you in the corner, he doesn't want you to leave. So that's when he does that wrestling stuff where he's throwing you and picking you up. And I just think that's him just showing you that, he's the smallest champ in boxing. Like height wise, I think he's the smallest champ in boxing, or something like that, 5'2". So he's just showing that pitbull attitude, man. But shout out to Nick Ball, man. Shout out to Stock Chaser. He said Nick Ball got a level of savagery to him, for real, bro. LA said, "Don't let round one air that, bro." I tell round one all the time, bro. I tell him about Inoue and Nick Ball. Like, we always go back and forth about that. He said, Z Pacino said, "Same here. I got Nick Ball busting Inoue pack. Let's go. Let's go." The pack buster, man. Shout out to Troy, man. My guy Troy. I should have sent him the link, bro. Troy be jumping on sometimes, man. I mess with Troy because he be doing these breakdowns. But yeah, man, he killing it on Instagram these days. His numbers is crazy. Shout out to the hangout spot. He said, "Ryan, what you think about Moses Itauma's future trajectory? You see stardom there?" I do, because the next wave of heavyweights, I don't know who's who, bro. Like, freaking, I thought Jalilov would have been there by now, but it seemed like he don't want to fight nobody. Top rank, we don't know what they doing. They got some heavyweights. They got Richard Torres, Jalilov, Jared Anderson. We don't know what's going on with those three. Who else is a big? Shout out to Fabio Wardley. Maybe Fabio Wardley could beat him. Fabio Wardley still got that like 100% win KO ratio, or I think 99 or something like that. I think only one person been the whole fight with him. That was Fraser Clark. They had a draw. Okay, yeah, they had a draw. But yeah, man, I just think his trajectory is gonna be big because I just don't see rivals, bro. I don't see enough rivals. Maybe a Fabio Wardley can be the rival. Ajit Cabiel. Oh, Cabiel could give him problems. Yeah, I think Ajit Cabiel could give Moses Itauma a run for his money. We'll see, man. We'll see. All time gonna tell soon because they pushing him fast. So, Joseph Parker might be the one to fight him sooner than later. LA said Nick Dirty Ball. Yo, leave that boy alone. Shout out to the Hangout Spice. Said I need to see Nick Ball versus Shushu. Nah, honestly, I want to see that too, bro. It sounds like Shushu said they sent an offer, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Good stuff, Ryan. Send the link. Oh shoot, my man Kev. You want the link, bro? Yo, the link's in the chat. There you go, my brother. Yeah. Let me get through all these chats though. Just skip for some reason. My man Doc, he said, yeah, you can be the shortest champ in boxing when you continuously consecutively fight guys from a division below. Said, don't shoot me, man. Yo, I know, you know how I feel about that, bro. I'm not a fan of Nick Ball's. Like, since he beat Ray Ford, I was okay with the one tune-up, but then when he fought who did he fight? He fought TJ Doheny. And I was like, all right, cool. He getting no. He fought somebody else from Pro Box. Nunez, wasn't it? He fought Nunez, and I was like, okay, Nunez, that's his tune up. All right, the next one we coming back, yo. We gonna get Shushu or somebody else. We gonna get one of these dudes. And then he took TJ Doheny, and I was like, oh, Ronnie Rios, that's what it was. Yeah. He took TJ Doheny, and I was like, hey, bro, now you ducking, bro. Now you ducking. Like that, this is crazy. And then he did the Sam Goodman. I'm like, oh man, like Nick Ball, you just didn't do me any favors at all, bro. I can't even speak good on this. Like, this is trash. You gave us 3 back to back to back trash fights. Not even trash, but like you in a division that's 126 that's hot at the top, bro. You got Angelo Leo, Espinoza, and then you got Shushu coming up the ranks. You got all these fighters you could fight, bro. And you chose to fight TJ Doheny and Sam Goodman when Espinoza, he ain't got no opponent right now. Can you imagine the tallest in the division versus the smallest? Bro, that's literally David versus Goliath, bro. You know what I'm saying? We could promote that. Angelo Leo and Nick Ball, that's a firefight too. Why are we not getting these fights? Oh, I see the play with Nick Ball. He holding out for anyway. He trying to get easy fights before anyway. And then I'm not rocking with that. Nah, bro. What up? Let's be real. He said, North, what's going on, brother? In the building, man. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing from the Nick Ball camp over there. They just holding out on the anyway big bag, and they trying to protect their record, man. Another day in the books, he said. Shout out to you, man. So yeah, Nick Ball is wilding with opponents, but that's why I rock with you, because you don't fake the funk, even with the fighters that you like. Nah, bro, I can't, man. I can't. When these guys make me look bad, it's unfortunate, yo. I thought a long time I was like, man, Shushu would never fight him. And then Shushu said he wanted to fight. So then I was like, man, what the heck is Nick Ball doing? Like, knock that man off. Like, Shushu's a good fighter. I just don't think he can handle that pressure. But hey, make me a believer, Shushu. That's for sure. Because when you win, I'm going to give you your credit, bro. I'm not like some of these other dudes who going to make excuses for Nick Ball. Nah, I'm going to give you your win, bro. Like when Nick Ball beat Ray Ford, I gave Nick Ball his respect, but I'm still a Ray Ford fan. I wanted Ray Ford to fight Anthony Kakasi this weekend because I know Ray Ford be about the smoke, and that was a good fight. But instead, he fighting Abraham Nova. No, it's not the guy we wanted, but I get it. Short notice. Ray Ford staying busy. He didn't pull out the fight. So he fighting Abraham Nova, who's another guy who's came short. Shout out to Half Boxing in the building. He said he got his glove, y'all. He got the Devin Haney glove, signed gloves. Salute to you, brother, and thanks for being a member, supporting the channel. I know GMT Sports, he also got his glove. I think I posted that on the community page. He sent the picture. So shout out to those 2 guys, man, supporting the channel. Hopefully I can get some more stuff in for y'all. Get some giveaways in for the members, man. Really appreciate everybody, man. Make sure if you on YouTube, you smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it alive over here. We keep Ann Wolf alive.
Really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. 1 punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, for real, man. For real. Shout out you that Devin Haney. Yeah, shout out to DHP, man. Stock Chasers, you know what's up. Shout out to Doc. He said, I like Shushu, but I'm not convinced either. I definitely don't believe that he wants Espinoza. I could be wrong, though. Maybe it's not him. Maybe Top Rank doesn't have much confidence in him. I don't know. Yeah, the Espinoza situation with Shushu, it is funky. It looks weird because Shushu Carrington is not a young guy, man. He deserves a shot. This is his time. I think he knows that and wants it. But yeah, you're right. It's just weird how Top Rank is not at least letting him go fight Nick Ball or send him on the road or Espinoza matching him up with him. And then Espinoza himself, who hasn't fought since I think was it the Inoue card he was on? I think it was the Inoue card he was on. That May 3rd or whatever, that Sunday card. And he hasn't been rumored to fight anytime soon because Top Rank's got no dates because they got no network. bro, it's just in shambles over there. Like that whole stable. I feel bad for those guys, man. And it's just because like you gotta think like where are we going with this? You gotta announce something soon because you got a whole roster of guys. You got Rohan Polanco. You know what I'm saying? They got Elvis Rodriguez, Linford DeFelt, Linf- Lindorf, Delgado. Who else they got over there, man? They got a lot of fighters over there. Steven Navarro, top rank. They got a lot of fighters, and it's weird how this whole network situation hasn't been discussed in depth. At least it hasn't been. But I think for sure we need to we need to pay attention to that, and we kind of need to treat them how we treated the PBC because we gave the PBC a hard time when Showtime was going out with them. And I'm not gonna say we because I wasn't one of them people that were saying that they're going out of business because I never felt like that was good for boxing that we lose the PBC to business. Like we need the PBC in business because they have a good stable. They have a bunch of fighters. They make good fights when they do. We need them to just be somewhere where they can actively make fights. That's the problem. Right now they're in Amazon Prime mode and they not making fights. Let's be honest. Shout out to Let's Be Real. He said Top Rank has a lot of prospects that have contracted amount of fights they have to fight. Yeah. No, you're right, man. There's a lot of guys over there with that situation. And that's why I'm kind of surprised of why there isn't at least a hint or any type of rollout of like, hey, here's where we're gonna be starting whatever date. Because yeah, there's a lot of fights that need to be made for these guys and gals for the rest of the year. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Top Rank. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. But I thought for sure they were going to the zone. Like I thought that was just ideal. It's they would probably be the biggest US promoter on the zone. But then when I heard today on the box, like this is another thing. Like I always thought the zone in America had NFL football. Like this is why I was always like confused as to why the Americans didn't like the zone. Cause I'm like, I swear your favorite sport's on it. But they said no, the rights like in America is not owned by the zone. So like in Canada where I'm at, we got NFL on the zone. So I can watch Red Zone, can watch any NFL game that's on the zone. So it's like having a super pack. And it's like having the NFL Sunday pack, whatever they call it. And I get all the soccer. Like I don't really watch soccer that much, but I mean when World Cup starts to roll around, yeah, I'll watch my team, Canada, make sure they qualify. There's also basketball in there, like FIBA's, and then boxing. Obviously, I watch boxing the most on it outside of NFL. Like I thought between the NFL season and boxing, that was worth my $30 for sure. Obviously there's pay-per-views on boxing, so it stretches that dollar up a bit. But I didn't even know that you guys in the US didn't get the NFL. So like I totally agree. The zone is trash. If all you're watching is boxing on there and you have no interest in soccer, soccer is really a European sport. And then there's darts on there and there's a whole bunch of other things. Then yeah, if it's just boxing you're signing in there for, then yeah, it makes no sense for you to pay that much money because there's pay-per-views and like there's all this other stuff that we got to deal with even with the app. So I understand like I understand it now. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, no wonder why these guys hate the zone, bro. They're not even getting the NFL. And I get MLB sometimes too. Like not all the time, not all the MLB games, but they give you some of the MLB games too. And I just look at it like, damn, bro, like, yeah, if I wouldn't pay that much money either if all I was getting was boxing. But I only pay that much comfortably because I get the other sports, right? So it's crazy. I did not know that was a thing. Yeah, I might have to pull out that VPN, yeah. Let's be real. He said, yeah, in the US, the zone is an overpriced niche sport app that nobody knows about. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's really for like, yeah, the UK, Canada, other countries for sure. Cause we get the NFL. I still hold hope for great boxing consolidation one day. Yeah, man. I mean, me too. Stock chases, man. Um, that's what we need, bro. But everybody's got their own motives. Everybody's looking for their own bag, looking for their own connect. Instead of everybody just, what I'm saying, everybody just being together, man. It's crazy. LA said I'm only paying 17 right now, so it's not too bad. Damn. Shout out to you, bro. 17 sounds about good. But I get it, man. I get it. Like it really is an app that if you don't have the NFL on it, it's not big, right? Like those other sports that are on the zone outside of NFL, baseball, they just they're not Americans. They're not even North American. Like they're not Canadian sports either. Like that's heavy European sports. Even cricket's on there, I think too. Like the only reason why I know about cricket is because my dad's Jamaican. So if my dad was not Jamaican, bro, I wouldn't know nothing about cricket. But yeah, it's just that's just what it is, man. So I totally understand the frustration of the American fans and the zone. But you think like, okay, then if that's the case, then why aren't the US promoters starting to talk to make an alliance to combat the zone? You know what I'm saying? Like a cheaper app to where they can all be on it. The PBC, Golden Boy, Top Rank, Pro Box, OTX. They can align themselves, you know what I'm saying, with the boxing app and go combat against the US apps. Sorry, the UK apps, the zone, who has Matchroom, Queensberry. And that's about it right now. And then Riyadh season, the ring, which I don't even know if they need to be on there themselves. Like I feel like if Turkey Al Sheikh is making the ring cards free, then why doesn't he just pivot to making his own app and or just putting the fights on the ring app, which they already have. Bring people over to your platform, the ring. They got a ring on YouTube and you got an actual app. Maybe make it on your app so it's exclusive for your sponsors. So your sponsors get seen more and you go that route with it. But I don't know, man. Golden Boy and Top Rank discuss working with PBC. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, I heard about that. I thought I heard that Golden Boy and PBC were gonna do like a 5v5, like a type of 5v5 event. That'd be cool, man. PBC is on Prime, which most US households have access to. Yo, that's correct, bro. Everybody got Prime. I feel like if you have an Amazon account for shipping, you automatically get Prime, right? Because you need that the next day. You're not finna be waiting. So yeah, everybody's got Prime, bro. So you're right. Maybe that's where they get aligned to. Maybe Amazon can give them a budget. Now that it looks like Netflix is inboxing, you can kind of go into an Amazon meeting saying, hey, look what your competitors are doing. Look at Netflix. They trying to get into sports. We're gonna give you the best boxing American company. Here, take us 3, give us a nice little budget each. We'll take boxing off them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LA. He said Turkey bought into the zone. I think it's like 12, 13%, somewhere around. Oh, okay. So Turkey's invested in the zone then. If he's buying into it, shout out to him for getting that much percentage in it because I feel like the zone, the guy who owns the zone, he's pretty wealthy himself, man. He up there too. And he gotta be up there because like I know soccer is like one of them sports, like them dudes make crazy money in soccer. It's not even right what them guys make. Some of them guys. And I'm pretty sure when Turkey was bringing them guys over to Saudi, those soccer players, he's paying them so much money. Like these dudes are like superstars leaving big teams to go play in Saudi Arabia on no name teams. But like the money was just they couldn't say no to it. It made perfect sense. A lot of them dudes, I think there was the one African dude. I forget his name, but this dude basically said like he went over there to take the one deal to feed his whole village. Like he built a well, built a school, built a hospital. He did a whole bunch of things with the money, man. Gave back to his community, but you know, some things, bro, you just can't say no to if you have the opportunity to change essentially a generation in your hometown, bro. That's what that man did. Gave them clean water, better schooling, and hospital. That's great work, bro. Shout out to Stock Chaser. He said definitely the Saudis have their tentacles in everything. Nah, they do, bro. And the Saudis are they're very influential people, yo. We can't sit here and act like they're not, bro. He said, "Oh, Ronaldo, yeah, bro. That's why he's at all the fights. Yeah, Ronaldo's over there, right? He plays for the Saudi club. This is the dude who's like one of the like legends of soccer, and he's playing in Saudi right now. That man can play anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? And if he came to the U.S., it'd be nuts. Like Messi when Messi came, but this dude chose Saudi because he got the big bags from Turk. And he just, he's showing his loyalty to Turkey. Like, yo, I'm gonna stay here for a bit, bro. Try to help you build this little brand you doing over here. He probably like, he's probably getting crazy money from them because we know Ronaldo, man. He's an absolute star. That dude's crazy. One of my favorite soccer players. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you smash that like button. Yeah, Top Rank. We went through that. Not sure where they're going. Shakur and Tio, what y'all think about that, man? Obviously that was a topic this morning on TBV. Damn, bro, I don't think that fight gonna happen, bro. I told y'all. I think Teofimo Lopez, the day he told me he was gonna sweep out 154, I was like, bro, this guy just. I know we don't know each other, but he just bullface lied to me. Like my man just lied right in my face, bro. Like as if I was supposed to believe that too. Like he said it with confidence. And that's when I was like, man, this dude delusional. He's just too much, bro. Like, why would he even say something like that? Then he started talking about the amateurs when he fought Sebastian Fundora and stuff. But we don't want to hear that. Hey, everybody fight each other in the amateurs, bro. Like, we not here that, bro. We're not here for that. We here to talk about what you're gonna do today. That's what we here to talk about. And Shakur Stevenson don't have an opponent. You are getting boxed out to you from a Lopez from the boxing game. Clearly, all you had to do was say, "Send me the contract." That's all you had to do. You didn't have to say this other cryptic message that he sent out. You didn't have to go talking about Ryan Garcia, bro. It was just a whole bunch of nonsense. Like it was a whole bunch of nothing. Like you didn't say anything that moved anybody. Then I'm just like, dude, you ain't gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. You're not, bro. You're not, bro. Tio doesn't exist to me. Yo, he said Tio is a dweeb, yo. That he said that dude punched drunk call TVP cap like no other, man. Yeah. But you know what, Punch? Yo, shout out to him, bro. He rocks with Tio. He gonna die with Tio. That's his fighter, man. And he's doing what he's supposed to do. I just think like Teofimo Lopez, he making Punch look bad at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's Tio who's making Punch. It's not Punch making look at Tio bad. It's the other way around, man, because Punch is doing the right thing. He's batting for his fighter. But this dude just comes out here and just says the wildest stuff and does the wildest stuff and says everything but let's fight. Yeah, you go. Yeah, Stock Chaser. You remember that, bro, when he said that? You gonna sweep 154, man? I was in disbelief. Shout out to my man Kev. What's going on, man? What up, Kev? You gotta unmute. Oh, my man Kev. Internet. Oh, he chose to mute himself, they said. I'll wait for you to come back in, champ. Might have to jump back out, jump back in. Oh, he said, give me a minute. Oh, okay. My bad, Kev. My bad. I'm out here pulling him up quick. But yeah, man. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez, he told a lot of us straight to our face, man. Said it with confidence and everything. And yeah, he said he's gonna sweep out 154. And I was like, damn, this dude smoking some crazy stuff, man. Like, that's wild. Yeah, stock chasers. I couldn't believe it either, man. All in 4K. Yeah, Tim's and Hoodie said 676 million for Ronaldo. Yo, that's crazy. They paid him more than half a bill. That's wow, man. Shout out to my guy Alberto in the building. What's going on, man? But yeah, I just think Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, that fight not gonna happen, man. So like we gotta look who can Shakur really get in the ring with him? Like who I think Shakur Stevenson gotta go up to 140. Like I think the guys at 140 will fight him. 135 is starting to turn over, right? Like it's starting to get young, real young. I think you know, I know Sabril Matias is busy with Dalton Smith, but that's the fight I wanted to see Shakur fight. But why don't you go fight the guy who he just fought? Alberto Puello. I think Alberto Puello and Shakur Stevenson could be a good fight. I'm not gonna say it's like a main event fight. Like it's not a high profile fight, right? It's a good fight. Or if we really want to just like see Shakur in there with a puncher at 154, Oscar Duarte. I mean Duarte, they out here saying he on steroids, man. He a Mexican. He not supposed to be looking like that. His back got that arch. He be punching. You know, Kenneth Sims was in there. Kenneth Sims made it through 12. You know, Shakur. We know Shakur Stevenson's a defensive master. Can he make Oscar Duarte look bad? Stock chasers, he said, Teal was wild for sure. Not sure he'll get it together, man. So much potential, but his team or himself make horrible decisions. Yeah, I don't understand it either, man. Let's be real. He said, Unify at 135. Okay. I think I want him to, but I don't think Tank's gonna fight him. Tank got the BA. Who got the BO at 135? Oh, it's vacant because that's what Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes are fighting for. So the IBF is really you can go for because the IBF is with Raymond Mulataya, but you know Top Rank not doing Shakur Stevenson no favors now. So Unify 135 is like a pipe dream, bro. Because you gotta wish on a star that Tank Davis gonna take the Shakur fight after all these years. And then you gotta wish that Bob Arum is gonna work with Shakur Stevenson after all that's happened. You wait for Abdullah Mason or Sam Noakes to win the BO. It's just like to be at 135 right now and try to unify. Like I'm trying to tell you, man, every day that it goes by, Shakur turning down undisputed to fight Devin Haney is looking bad in that sense because he could have had all the belts now. If you guys think that he could beat Devin Haney at that time, which I think he probably could because Devin Haney was depleted, man. Like say what you want, that man looked like a skeleton. He was depleted, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes, man. See, Pacino said, "Nah, I think if Shakur was ever gonna chase undisputed, he should stay at 35. I don't know, man. I don't think Tank will fight him. I don't think the business like Raymond Mulataya won't fight him. Yeah, and then Abdullah Mason might fight him. Abdullah Mason might fight him if he won the BO. Then he'd have 2 of the 4. T.O. is his own worst enemy to hang out. Yeah, bro. He is, man. Once his career is over, he will realize, bro, he's going to have to, man. He ain't got nobody else to blame but himself. Shout out to Stock Chase. He said, what exactly has Shakur done at 35 since 2023? I mean, yeah. He beat who? He beat who was his first fight? Shoshino. He beat Shoshino in 23, I think. Then he beat Edwin De Los Santos, and then he beat Artem. And then his best win at 35 yet is Cepeda. So yeah, I mean, when you stack it up against what the other guys have done, Tank and Dev, yeah, it's not impressive, man. It's just not. Even I think Tio beat Loma at 35. Yeah, I think that's why Shakur Stevenson needs a Tio fight, and I think he beats Tio easy. If he fights him. Shout out to Let's Be Real. He said Tio self-sabotages himself because he has low confidence. I have no sympathy for him because he can't be a coward in peace. Yo, that's true, man. He just he's got us to that point where we don't feel bad for him no more. Like, we're like, bro, like, what are you doing, man? Teofimo Lopez, like, you humbled yourself with Bud, and then you turn around and do some other crazy stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did the whole video where he was trying to say, the N word, but he said he was drinking or something like that. I agree. He should have took the death fight. Oh, Shakur? Yeah. I mean, he probably. I'm not gonna say he would have been undisputed, but he would have had a crack at it. Shout out to L Dub Boxing in the building. My man L Dub, make sure y'all check him out. Yo, L Dub, he checks the rankings, man. He be checking the rankings because he sees the way these promoters move, bro. That's how you know when fights are happening, when the rankings are moving around. Like I said earlier, man, the only reason why Jerome Boots Ennis is number 1 at the BC is because they're lining him to fight Virgil Ortiz for that interim belt. So L Dub he probably already broke that down way before I did for y'all. So make sure y'all check out L Dub, man. Yeah, rock. Yeah, man. Shout out to the hangout spot. He said, Shakur, yeah, skills are next level. I don't see anyone beating him anytime soon at 135 or 140. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think like at 140, at least there's danger, Johnny. There's Gary, who's a potential, like Gary's a puncher. There's Matias, Sabril. We know Sabril's out here checking everybody right now. There's just more danger at 140, man. Isaac Cruz is even a good fight. I know Isaac Cruz turned down the fight before. I know Leon Powell was leaving the division. Then Lindolfo, he's at 140. Richard Hitchens is at 140. I don't know if they'll fight. I think they're friends, aren't they? I don't know if they'll fight. But he's at 140. Yeah, man, I agree. The division is good. Oscar Duarte, the fight I just talked about, I think you should take. Adam Azim, I know he's in the UK. He's only 13-0, but he's got that buzz with him right now. The whole UK, they get behind their guys, man. So if Shakur want to go on the road, then maybe Adam Azim's an option. Andy Hiroka, he's a good fighter. Not very known. He's with Top Rank, but he's a big puncher. So I think at 140, there's probably more, dangerous fights for sure. Because I think at 35 is kind of like still, I don't know. 35 is kind of like it's turning over, man. Like, yeah, there's Floyd Schofield, but do we really think Floyd Schofield could beat this Shakur Stevenson? I just don't think so, man. I don't think there's the threat there with Floyd Schofield. You got, Lucas Body still there. Obviously, Tank Davis is the one we want to see. Andy Cruz, maybe Andy Cruz. Rios at 35. I just don't know if those guys beat Shakur Stevenson, bro. I can't say on any night they do. Even Raymond Mulataya, like, I don't think he beats him. I just think Shakur Stevenson is on another level, man. I don't think those guys beat him. So yeah, maybe you're right, Johnny. Maybe 47 is the danger zone for Shakur Stevenson, and that's crazy to say, man. That's crazy to say because he's a small guy, man. But yeah, if he's a special guy, I think he will get to 47 one day for sure. Last fight proved he has yet another tool in his toolbox. Yo, those counters off the Philly shell while on the ropes was Floyd Essex, in my opinion. Yeah, shout out to the hangout spot, Johnny. Nah, man, he showed a whole different style there. I was impressed. You know, I've kind of been a Shakur, not a hater, bro. I just been wanting to see him in a real fight. And Zepeda is probably the closest we're gonna see because I've just come to realize the guys are not jumping in to say his name. Like they just not standing up to say I want to fight Shakur. Now, I think if he goes to 140, I think guys like Sabril will say that. I think even Gary will welcome him too. But he'd have to go say that he's going there. Shout out to Shakur. Yeah, Shakur is a special guy. Yeah, I agree. He is, man. Stock chases. He said Shakur needs to take his special talents and do something with it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man, you're right though, but you know what I'm saying? What stock chasers saying?
Oh, look at this guy.
You're right though, man. We want to see Shakur in better fights, but I mean, if the dudes is not fighting him, we can't get mad at him, bro. Like they just not. These dudes is just not fighting him. Like not everybody, like your boy Devin Haney, stock chasers. Like not everybody running the smoke, man. He said, "I get it. Let's see what the future holds." Just underwhelming, yeah, man. Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, man. Yeah, can't force guys to fight you. Yeah, man. You just can't. And a lot of these guys, I think when Shakur was the mandated for the BC and he was going through the line, bro, we saw a lot of them dudes. We saw Frank Martin say he needs some extra money. We saw Cruz's dad came out and said that's not a stylistic fight we want. Like they was going through a line, bro, and these dudes was all just not putting their hand up. They was going the other way with it. Everybody had an excuse of why not to fight Shakur for a title, for a WBC title, man. Let's be real. He said Shakur had to settle for Santos after starting, yeah, at the number one in the BC. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, man. Him going down the line, and yeah, I think he got to like the third or fourth name, and it was that Dallas Santos. Yeah, we know how that fight went, but we're not gonna talk about that. Schofield got randomly sick on Shakur. Yep, that too in Riyadh season. And you know how Turkey Al Sheikh spoke about that on TBV. It kind of sounded like he was out of the loop on that. Like, he felt like, they obviously didn't they didn't go with protocols. And then they made it seem like, they got no hospitality there and they just gonna leave you out to dry. You know what I'm saying? They shot themselves in the foot because I don't think Turkey's gonna work with them either. Just the way they went about it, right? When it comes to his country, you don't like when people play with that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Chases. He said Pitbull star. Yeah, man. That's what his dad said. He too big to fight Shakur Stevenson, apparently. Pitbull don't want Shakur's belt. Yeah, but it's weird? I think Pitbull was like, didn't he just win the WBC interim at 140? I think he just I just saw him in a fight on that Pacquiao card, and it was for an interim, and I'm pretty sure it was 140, or it might have been the WBA. No, it was the WBC. Because I was like, why is he fighting a WBC interim for what? He's never really fought at super lightweight very long, but I don't know. I guess he was ranked at 140 in the BC for him to get that belt, get that opportunity, but he don't deserve it, man. But I don't know why he was there, man. Stock Chase, he said, where does Rashidi go from here, man? Yo, that's a sad situation, man. That's terrible. Like, where Rashidi should go? I know it's gonna sound harsh, but you need to go fire that man who didn't take that offer. That's what he needs to do, bro. Like, I just don't understand how the whole world, we all knew that like Rashidi Ellis is talented, but he's been on these low level shows. He's not getting paid well. Sometimes there's got to be something that's like, yo, man, I like as a manager, you got to say, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, bro. Just you got to take it. If you look good against Boots Ennis, your phone's gonna keep ringing because now you are the barometer fight, regardless of what people say. Oh, he made Boots look bad. Look like Karen. Karen got 2 Boots fights out of it, and Karen is on his way back up in the rankings. He might get another title shot in a couple of years. We don't know if Rashidi's gonna ever get another shot at a big fight. I think like if I'm Rashidi Ellis, I'm pissed off with my whole team. You know what I'm saying? They had me out here looking crazy. Like, how can I ask for more money? Like, when's the last time I even received a check this close? I got nothing to say that, we made X amount of dollars last fight. You gotta bump it up. They got nothing to say, man. And Eddie Hearn, obviously the dude Lima in the back, he from across the water. We don't know what money's like in his country. Like the UK, US dollar might be bigger for him. So he looking at that, whatever he got is probably less than 500. And he looking at it like, yeah, bro, hell yeah, sign me up. And it's a real opportunity for me to fight on Matchroom, big scene. I'm going to Boots' hometown, all the pressure on him. He got everybody there. And all I got to do is make him look bad. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I can't even imagine, like, if I found out I lost the fight because my team asked for more money than we already got offered all this money. I'd be pissed, man. I'm not talking to nobody for like a week. They getting put on they getting put on mute, bro. The messages and everything. We not messaging back, bro. Because you fucked up a career payday. Trying to be greedy. Yeah, man. Pitbull versus Scary. That'd be a good fight. Gary stops Pitbull, I think. Talking about Pitbull because he was ranked to fight Shakur in response to Shakur's resume lacking. Yeah. Pitbull turned down Ryan Garcia twice. He needs to fire Sean Gibbons. What? Yo, he turned Ryan Garcia. Man, I'm not with that, bro. How would Rashidi have to pay his promoter to fight outside? Well, you can pay his promoter, but I think the most the promoter's gonna take is like 20%. So like he pay him 20% of that 500K, which I don't know off top, which is I know 50% would be 250, so probably like something like 100K. Somewhere around there. You pay him 100K, and then it's like, okay, now you gotta pay his team. Like he probably gonna make like 300, take home 300. I don't know what taxes are like where Rashidi's at. He probably gonna take home 300, and then yeah, I still don't know how many fights he's gotten offered like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So even if you factor in all this stuff, just think whatever he gets paid with these club shows, he still got to pay taxes. He still got to pay his team. He still got to pay his promoter. So it's like, bro, yeah, the number's bigger. Yeah, you're getting taxed a little bit more, but you're leaving. You're leaving the table with way more than what you would have got in those small shows. Yeah, Rashidi needs better management. Get on Pro Box or OTX. Yeah, man. Yeah, he said facts, man. 500K can vanish by the time he gives his promoter a cut, manager, pay the camp, taxes, etc. No, you're right. Let's be real, but let me ask you this: 50,000. How much is that vanishing to? We talking when he done the fight, he only making maybe 10. Whether you making 10 or you losing half of 500, which is 250K. Some people don't even make that in a year. Like, I think this is what people just miss that goes over their head. Like, Rashidi Ellis could have still made more money in one fight than most people make in a year. Just one fight. Like, you don't have to be like the big money maker, bro. You can make great money in this game, leave this game with investments and buying stuff and be okay and be fine, live a comfortable life. But you want to be greedy like this guy. You want more and you ended up with nothing, bro. That's crazy. His wife is out right now. Z Pacino said, I know his wife. Yo, man. He said that's 100K in tech. Nah, I get it, bro. But like, you gotta understand, let's be real. It don't matter what you make, taxes are involved on anything. So even them little fights he's getting, those little shows, you still gotta pay taxes on those too. You know what I'm saying? And he had an opportunity to be on the big stage, big fight against Boots Ennis, and all he had to do was go in there and look good. And shoot, if you go in there and win, then guess what? Now you can come back to the table and talk about bigger money. Now you can say, you know, yesterday's price is not today's price. You can come back with something, bro. But now they got no leverage. And people gonna look at Rashidi Ellis too and be like, yo, he pricing himself out. We not gonna give him an opportunity no more because we know what we're gonna get with him. Boxing's like that, yo. It's a cruel game. Everybody watching, everybody praying, looking, and yeah, they will treat Rashidi a certain way because of this. So what Rick Ross say, all we wanted was an opportunity. Yo, what song was that? Z Pacino? I feel like that was on that Underground Kings with Drake, bro. That he said that it. Yeah. Lord knows. That's what it was. Lord knows. No, man. Let's be real. It's facts. I understand y'all perspective 100%, but I get why he wanted that Frank Martin. Yeah, no, I get why guys want to say that, but even in Frank Martin's situation, like Frank Martin could have still fought Shakur and still could have fought Tank in the same year. Think about that. He could have took the Shakur fight because I think the Shakur fight would have been early that year, and he said no, he didn't want the money. He turned it down, and then he ended up fighting Tank like late summer. Imagine that. He could have got a Shakur bag for whatever that was, and then he could have got Tank bag still. Because the optics of it would have been like, still, Tank gonna stop Frank, which is something that Shakur couldn't do. That's what some people would say. I'm telling you, man. The whole triangle theory people love to play that thing. Shout out to you, man. What's that? Isdro Lara? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. He said, but White might just be washed. I mean, yeah, you might be right. I think I said that too. Like Dillian White is coming off with a layoff and a couple tune-ups. I don't know, man. You said, "What are your thoughts on the Boots fight?" A lot of people giving him. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat, man. Stock chasers. I'm just saying, bro, you can't be out here saying you want to fight Terrence Crawford and you don't want to do Terrence Crawford things. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is how you know. This is how you know, man. Shit's getting weird in Philly because Gilly and Wallow, they ain't out here screaming up and down Boots' name no more, bro. They like, you know what I'm saying? They on mute with that. They just on mute with that now. They not out here doing podcasts to talk about he gonna be the next great thing, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna see, man. We gonna see what's going on Boots Ennis, man. I like Boots Ennis, but right now Boots Ennis not showing me he ain't you know some second coming of Roy Jones or what people were saying. I felt like that was like that wasn't a good comparison because of how great Roy is. You know, I just think like Boots Ennis, you know, Roy Jones beat James Toney when James Toney was in his prime. We don't know who beat in his prime like that. Anybody that's like James Toney, nobody yet. So we can't compare the two. because Roy's just he was way further ahead at a younger age than Boots Ennis, way further ahead. Said Itauma gonna get destroyed. He's gonna destroy White 3 rounds. Damn. Say he's not gonna last half the fight. That's crazy. See, Pacino said that's how you negotiate. Yeah, man. Get the win, and you come back to the table. Then you start saying you need more money. You know what I'm saying? Don't price yourself out in the beginning. Shout out to you. He said, yeah, I just heard about Boots. Never heard of his opponent. Yo, never heard of Lima? Yeah, I heard of Lima because he fought a guy from my city here in Toronto. He fought against Sukdeep for the IBO title, for the vacant IBO. And yeah, Lima, he's a pressure fighter. He's a pressure fighter. He throws a lot of punches. And I think like he's really tailor-made for Boots Ennis, man. I think that's what that matchup's gonna look like. You're gonna see Lima miss a lot. And I think like you'll see Boots break him down, man. And yeah, let's be real. I think he is fighting for the IBO. I think it's on the line. And I think this is an eliminator fight. I'm not sure if it's for the BA eliminator or it can't be for the BC because Virgil's gonna fight. Now Virgil might fight Boots for the BA. That's it for the BC. If they navigate this thing right, it will be Virgil. Hopefully, will get mandated to fight Fandora, which is just nuts. That the BC, like I spoke about this earlier, the BC has never mandated Canelo Alvarez to fight anybody, but yet they're gonna make the mandate probably for Virgil and Fandora to fight, so that they get set up Boot, and I think Ioannis Tellis is fighting at the end of the month for the interim WBA. Set that up, and then have those two clash. Sometime next year, 2026. Yeah, it'll be Boots Tellis and it'll be Virgil and Sebastian, and then hopefully the Ennis and Ortiz can win, and we can have a unification at 154. That'd be really good. That'd be good for the division. Like if both of those guys can get a belt and fight each other, that'd be great. But I mean, what that means means we're gonna be waiting longer because Tellis has got a fight. He's got a fight coming up, and he got to win. And then Sebastian Fandora, he works with Samson, so Samson's got to agree to work with Eddie, which we don't know. Sorry, not with Eddie, but with Oscar to fight Virgil. So unless the mandate comes from the BC, that fight's like almost impossible to happen. And it's weird because, no wait, which belt did Oh, it's the WBO that Sebastian relinquished. He relinquished the belt. I was gonna say it's weird because Sebastian Fandora has already showed us he's willing to walk away from a fight to relinquish a belt rather than fighting his mandatory. Like he's supposed to fight Xander, and literally just gave the strap up to fight Tim Tszyu, who he stopped. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, he could have went and fought Xander, came back and fought freaking came back and fought Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu wasn't going nowhere. So I just don't know, man. What's going on with that? What's going on, Kev? What's going on, my man?
What's up, man?
Do what I do.
Can you hear me?
There you are. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Got you. Man, you've been up here by yourself this whole time.
Yeah, I've been trying, bro.
Yeah. I got a few minutes in me, so I was like, man, let me come up here. What you talking about? You talked about a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've been moving from Boots, talking about Shakur versus Tio. They were on it on X.
Man, nobody's touching Shakur, man. Let's talk about Ray Ford. Ray Ford is coming up. Can we talk about
Ray Ford's fighting? Yep.
Ray Savage?
Ray Savage. Big
man,
jersey.
I love me some Ray Savage. That's Camden right there. That's big Camden.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brick City. Nah, I like Ray Ford, man. He's one of those fighters who want to fight everybody.
We just need a little bit more drama out of him. Like we need him on more rap podcasts and stuff. Like we don't get a lot of spotlight from him. We don't.
You said rap podcast. Nah, I know what you mean. You need to be out there more. Yeah.
$1 million worth of game or something. We need
for real. Yeah, I think he'd be good on that.
Yeah, we need him on some of those rap podcasts because we don't even know anything about him. We don't have like a biography. We don't have a one pager on him. We don't have nothing.
Yeah, a lot of us know him as Shakur's boy, man.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody's Shakur's boy.
Crazy.
Kishon is Shakur's little homie. Everybody is Shakur's boy. Everybody that's good and kind of fights
Shakur,
like him is like
yeah,
Shakur's
Shakur friends with
little
everybody,
buddy.
bro. Shakur that friend,
Yeah,
he got everybody's gamer tag, bro.
yeah, man. Call of Duty and whatnot. No,
Nah, Ray, you think Ray gonna get a stoppage this weekend?
he's fighting. Oh yeah, most definitely because Robesi put Nova down. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, he did. Yes, he
He
did. You're
flattened
right.
him. And
I forgot about
Robesi
Robesi
is
beating
at
him.
126, if I'm not mistaken. He's
He
not
is.
even at
Yep.
130. So imagine he's not even a power puncher. So imagine, you have this 126 pounder who's really more skilled than powerful, and he can put Nova down. What do you think Ray Ford can do? Ray Ford has tremendous balance. He's a hard hitter. He's got tremendous skills. He's got angles for days. Yeah, I think he'll put him out for sure. I like
Yeah.
Nova. It's just that Nova every time he steps up, he just can't change the gear, man. He can't win. He can't find a way to win. And that's
Yeah.
Nova's problem is that he's been very close to winning, but he always finds a way to lose. At this point, he's more of a gatekeeper. You fight him to figure out if you're worth going to that next level. And this isn't really even a step up fight for Ford. It's really a step back because this isn't the type of guy that you fight to step up. He's the type of guy you fight to like Ray has been a world champion. Nova's never been a world champion. So you're kind of like taking a step back. You're not really taking a step forward
Right.
with this type of fight. But if it's a stay busy fight, then take it. He's a top contender. Why not?
No, I agree, man. I think that's what it comes down to is like this was the only guy probably they could figure out for the last minute replacement. Because I thought the original fight was a firefight. Anthony Kakasi, man. That was about to be. I was impressed with that. But hey, man, he got hurt. Eduardo Nunes, he got a fight scheduled, so he can't fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't think there's going to be a lot of running around at 130 because Ray Ford's running down on these guys. He told Shockey he wants to fight him.
There's no Shockey at 130. Yeah, Shockey's at 130, right?
Yeah, sorry, 130. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why we can't make that fight happen.
Well, apparently he's gonna fight Cool Boy. They were in negotiations to fight on that Tank fight. Tank and Roach too, but obviously that's not happening.
Dude, Tank is like the most wishy-washy. I think all fans of Tank should migrate to Shakur. Like, if there's anything that we get out of Shakur, I'm serious. Like, we need to make a mass migration to like Shakur. Shakur is like consistent, hardworking. He's a tremendous talent, and he fights, and he doesn't like. He's a hard worker, man. He really reminds me of a young Floyd. Like he really works hard. He's consistent. He consistently performs outside of like hand injuries that we can blame it on, right? But he shows and he fights really well. And I just think that we need to make a mass migration from Tank to Shakur because Shakur is a real deal, man. I like a fighter who's consistent and shows up. And what he did with Cepeda, just man, that was amazing. That was and Ray Ford is right behind him. Ray shows up. Ray Ford shows up. You can tell he works. He puts the time in. He's a master at his craft. That fight that he had to win the world title on Top Rank. Remember that? You remember that fight? Man, that was an epic fight. Did you remember who he fought?
Who was that? Shakur?
No, Savage.
Oh, that was Okatai, whatever.
Whatever that guy's name was.
When he won at the last round.
That build up right to knocking him out was like epic and amazing, and so I just think that the way Shakur shows up, we really ought to get behind him as fans. Like we really do. I don't see him as the type to let the gas off, and that's what Tank did this time. Is he let the gas off, and Tank is so back and forth with this wishy, like I'm gonna retire, but I'm not gonna retire, but I want to get back, but I'm gonna retire, and I got my hair braided, and I just it's just too much wishy-washiness that I just like, he tweets stuff and then deletes it, like, no. My man said mass migration to DHP. I mean, I don't know.
Haney works hard too, man.
Devin Haney definitely works hard, but I just, did you see those sparring wars between Shakur and DHP?
Nah, man.
And
I don't put stock in sparring, bro. Just don't.
I think. Well, the videos were very, like, it looks like Shakur.
They're probably mad young too.
Yeah, they were mad young, but it don't matter. I think Shakur will beat Devin Haney in a fight anyway. So if Devin Haney certainly has more accolades, though, for sure. I just think right now it's Shakur's time. I think Devin still has to rebuild. Like, we just don't really like how Devin fights. We don't really like. At least Shakur talks, bro. That's the thing. Shakur will talk. Shakur will give you that gangster. Like, DH is just, he don't give you that. So none of us can really relate to him and identify with him, right?
So I think that's part of the problem. That's fine, but he beating up on Hall of Famers, man. Beating up on Lomachenko. He about to fight Brian Norman Jr., which is some shit Shakur ain't doing. All right, Shakur not moving up fighting champs.
Shakur doesn't have to. He needs to unify where he's at.
We defending.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
He unify 135. Hell no. That division is full of young people. It's turning over. We don't care about those guys.
Tank's on his way out. We could pick up that WBA belt. Why do we have to do what Devin is doing? Let us unify or undispute at
because there's a division 5 pounds heavier that has killers in it called 140. If Shakur go up in there and beat Gary and beat Sabril and guys of that sense, we gonna definitely paint him in a different light.
No, let us, bro. We at 135. Let us get these fights knocked out. Let's undisputed here.
What? Against Raymond Mulataya? Okay, one, that fight ain't happening because Top Rank not doing any favors for Shakur Stevenson. We know that.
It's not about favors, it's about legacy.
They about to have another belt at the BO with Abdullah Mason. And I've been on record saying this. Abdullah Mason might beat Shakur Stevenson at 135.
That's cap.
Because of his frame. Because of his frame and his athleticism, and the motherfucker's like 20 years old.
That's cap.
Shakur Stevenson ain't never been in no ring with anybody that big. You show me the opponent.
Right now, that's cap.
So if Abdullah Mason get in there and beat him, you know where the migration gonna be from the Tank fans? Go be to Abdullah Mason. That's where they're going. That's exactly where they're going.
We're not doing that. That's not happening. Look, now
35 is
at
dead.
135.
You need to leave that alone.
That's cool. So let us clean it up. If it's dead, let us clean it up. Why we have to abandon?
The business won't let him because Top Rank won't let him fight 2 of the champs. And he not gonna fight Tank. Tank not gonna give up his belt to Shakur.
Why not?
So it's like, what we sitting here waiting to fight? Schofield, Lucas Body,
maybe
Andy Cruz.
Right now, look, we could fight. Tank just need to drop that belt. Floyd Schofield. Look, Floyd Schofield needs to get Tank. I don't know what Tank is doing. Tank just go. Is he gonna retire or not? Because if that belt can come off of him, then probably Schofield and Andy Cruz will have to fight it out to get that belt. We can get one of those champions, preferably Floyd Schofield, since that's a fight that's been brewing and should have happened and didn't happen.
Yeah.
Abdullah Mason, he's on the other side of the street. Probably won't happen. Raymond right now is the IBF champ. Probably won't happen because he's on the other side. They rather unify Raymond with Abdullah than give Shakur a shot. But
for sure.
it all comes down to negotiations, man. It all comes down to negotiations and what happens with that WBA belt, because that's the belt right now. So at least we could unify. I'm saying, look, we might not be able to undispute because Top Rank has 2 champions, right? Respectfully, but you know that WBA, we could do something with that WBA. We could do something with that WBA.
You got to get to it first, though. I was like,
Well,
I don't know, man. I don't think Tank's retired.
I
actually think Tank's gonna come back and fight a good fight. He gonna fight somebody else. You're not gonna fight Roach again.
Like who? Who you about to fight? Lucas Body?
Nah.
Josh Padley?
Nah, I think Tank might go up, 140. He might try to fight Pacquiao. That might be the move.
Right, maybe we can go to 140 and challenge for Subriel for that WBC since he is a champ at 135. Maybe you're right. I just think we need to clean up the 135 division first, man. We need to get that. At least can we get the ring magazine belt? We don't even have that.
No, you're not gonna get that because of who's won. I'm pretty sure Tank's ranked number 1.
It's actually vacant. It's actually vacant, and Shakur is actually number 1 in the rank.
Oh, Shakur and Tank, yeah. So it'd have to be 1 and 2 that fight for it. That fight not happening. I'm not the guy anymore wishing on a star. That shit ain't happening, bro. Tank Davis don't ever say Shakur's name. Don't ever say you want to fight him. And then when Shakur send offers, they say, well, we don't take offers from nobody, so they not fighting.
No, they're not gonna. He's never gonna fight Shakur. He knows. Yeah. He knows what'll happen.
So unless one of those mofos move, maybe Tank move. Yeah, he's not gonna get that ring.
All right. Well, next topic.
Yo, Moses Itauma, what do you think about him?
I think he is he's the reincarnation of Mike Tyson for sure.
Oh God, here we go.
What?
How? He don't even do Mike Tyson shit. Like what the fuck?
I mean, he does do. He's
let me see.
Mike.
Let me see his KO ratio. I know
he's definitely Mike Tyson for sure. I'm only saying that because you was talking about it earlier, so that's why I was like, yo. That's the only reason I said it.
Hell no, he ain't no Mike, bro.
He definitely Mike.
How?
He doing Mike things, but it's on a classy side. UK operate. UK operate different. They don't operate like we rough around the edges, right? Like we real gutter with it. Like they're not like that. They soft spoken, polite, eloquent. They roll their R's. You know what I mean?
Yo, my man, 2 people went full fights with him, bro. Nobody was going full fights with Mike. We was just looking for a dude who can go full. We were like, yo, who gonna end up to the last bell?
What?
This dude was stopping everybody.
Moses, but he was stopping dudes he was supposed to stop. Like he wasn't stopping no top contender stop. Mike, respectfully, a lot of those top fights he lost.
Nah, you're right. When he fought the guys, yeah.
If Mike was in this generation, we would call. If Mike was in this generation, we would literally call him the Edgar Berlanga of heavyweight division because he stops the guys he's supposed to stop, but the guys that he doesn't stop are all the top contenders that.
Whoa. Nah, Mike Tyson won a belt, bro. Don't disrespect him. Berlanga ain't win no belt.
Berlanga is bigger than a belt. What you mean? Berlanga is bigger.
Oh, hell no. No, we not doing that.
Berlanga, bro. Berlanga, the WBO will make him a. You know how WBC be making him Aztec
they won't make
belts
him
for
no
Canelo?
Honorary.
Look, you know how WBC be making him Aztec belts? WBO about to make him like an empanada belt or something. Like they about to make him like a Puerto Rican Hibaro belt or something like that. Watch. It's gonna be sponsored by Goya. You ever seen Goya?
Yo, they not doing that for Berlanga. They don't even care about that man. They're like, bro, this guy don't fight for our belt. When's Berlanga ever campaigned for the BO?
my man is coming back in December, and it's headline news everywhere. Like this is gonna be. I think him coming back off a loss is even bigger.
You're the first person I heard say that.
Shiraz. Stop, bro.
He's
it's
coming
all
back in December.
It's literally. It's
with who? With Eddie Hearn?
I don't. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. That's the thing. Is
like
it don't even matter. It's just the fact that he's showing up.
It actually matters.
The fact that he's just showing up is headline news. It doesn't even matter. Swear.
Yo,
my man about to have a belt sponsored by Goya, bro. I'm telling you.
Because Berlanga, when he winning against nobody, bro.
Did you see?
So it matters who he coming back against.
Bro, my man was winning against Shiraz, like straight up. He was definitely.
What, 2 rounds? You're right. He won like 2 rounds.
Man, look, he just had an off night, man.
He kept doing the same thing, and Hamza came right over the top.
He underestimated him. That was it. That's all.
That's what that was. There's no way he did that.
The way, look at the way his body. He looked with his body was flat and kind of flabby. Like he didn't look like that with Canelo. I think he.
You're really right. With Canelo, he looked worse. He looked like he was.
No, he looked chiseled.
Putting on pounds to take punches.
Nah, he looked chiseled.
And Canelo, it was like, oh, I'm here to survive tonight. I'm 200 pounds. I'm here to survive.
He was like, I'm here to war. I'm here to put on a war.
And then when he survived, the man acted like he won the Super Bowl. That was crazy, man. Man went back home. The parade.
You get 10 million. You get like, 10 million off a fight. You better throw me a parade.
I'm pretty sure he made almost 10 million with Hamza, Shiraz, and if you beat him, you making triple with Canelo. He fucked his own bag up.
I get 10 mil. Yeah, you better throw me a parade. You better give me the key to the city. I better get the key to the city.
What the hell they give Floyd when he make all that money with Pacquiao? What do you mean, like 280 million?
He didn't do it at like the age of 20 something. He didn't do it early in his career.
Bro, want to talk about guys early? Bro, then look at the guy. Look at the guy who Berlanga. The guy who Berlanga keep clowning, Oscar De La Hoya. That dude was golden boy when he was like 25. Motherfucker had top rank in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, so what?
Motherfucker, Berlanga should sign with him. That's what he should do instead of clowning him.
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea because
should go learn from him, man.
No, Berlanga needs to sign with Miguel Cotto Promotions.
Nah, he needs to sign with Golden Boy because they'll give him the right cherries, bro. They'll make him look great again.
You right.
They'll put him in there with people who he'll knock out.
And they know how to promote. They know how to promote Latin fighters.
They do.
That's what they're good at. He needs to be over there at Golden Boy or Miguel Cotto Promotions.
Hell yeah. You need to stop clowning Oscar.
Or resurrect Best PR Boxing and bring that back.
What?
You don't remember that promotion?
Nah, I don't, bro. The fuck?
Best PR Boxing?
Was that Trinidad?
We
don't know that then.
No, Best PR Boxing was a promotion. It was
Best
Puerto
PR
Boxing promotions. Yeah, I mean it was
that Hector Camacho.
Nah, I mean there was a couple boxers that fought under that. It was mainly on Showtime when you would see it, like the Showtime.
Nah, man.
I mean,
Miguel Cotto ain't got nothing for him. He got no dates for Berlanga.
Miguel definitely got something, but he's Puerto Rican, so it would make sense. It would be like, a Puerto Rico mass collaboration. No, like Miguel Cotto Promotions with Berlanga. Yeah, I mean, why not? Matias, look at what Matias is doing. Do you know who Matias? I
love what Matias is doing. He's pulling up on everybody.
Watch. Matias's promoter is who? Fresh Productions. Do you know that Fresh Productions?
Oh yeah. He's with It's a co-promotion thing. It's
literally Fresh Productions. Fresh Productions is actually started as a reggaeton rap label. That's where it came from, and then it transcended. Label. Yes, it's actually a reggaeton label.
So it's an entertainment thing now, like they're an entertainment industry.
And then they branched into boxing. But look at what he's been able to do under Fresh Productions, right? Without a major promotion. Salida's not even a major promoter, bro. Salida is
he was with Top Rank first, and then he was with PBC.
Oh, he was a
Real.
PBC. Yeah, he was a PBC for sure.
Yeah, he was with Top Rank before PBC.
But he
And
didn't
then
really
they
do a
dropped
whole
him.
lot. Well, he did become a boogeyman under PBC, right?
Yeah. That's when he beat the dude to death.
Yeah, you're
YouTube
right.
don't flag me. But yeah, and then he had the IBF belt, and then he went to Matchroom when things got shaky at PBC, and Eddie kind of did him wrong. I thought Eddie did him wrong. The man lost his first fight, and Eddie kind of just threw him to the side, which is crazy.
I think it was part of the contract, though. He did say on TBP that he has no hard feelings about it, but it was like part of the contract.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ness was interviewing because Ness had asked him about that, and he had said that there's no hard feelings, that it's part of the contract, and Eddie held up it's part of the contract. So
true. Okay, all right. Sabril stood on something then. Shout out to him. Because I never heard him cry about it either, so I never felt like he felt the way about
Eddie didn't do him wrong. Eddie didn't do him wrong.
He said, "Are you covering the Tone and Lobo debacle?" I heard something about Lobo offering my man Two Tone money to fight, man. What's going on with that?
Lobo?
They said they offered him like $5,000 to fight.
The fight,
or I don't know if that's what Tone said he wants.
The fight that we need to be petitioning for that we've never gotten, and this is really sad, is that G-Von and that a YP fighter. What's his name?
CYP? Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right, bro.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Y'all letting that slide. I don't know why y'all keep letting that slide. That fight we need to petition for that fight. That G-Von fight has got to happen.
G-Von be on Johnny's channel.
I was on TBV one day, and it was like CYP and G-Von just going at it, like,
yo,
it was like so entertaining. And then G-Von put up like 300 to secure the fight, but then the fight didn't happen. I was like, dude, like we need that fight. That's a Black Prime. You can literally put that on Black Prime, and we would buy it.
Yeah, G-Von,
like Ness, if Ness can get that to happen, we need to be paying like $9.99 for that fight. That is the fight of TBV for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Trilosophy said G-Von got 86 from TBV as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, he got kicked off, man. I don't know what he said.
He really?
Yeah, he was saying something crazy.
No, he did. He did. I think Ness. I know what happened. Ness had a guest on one day. It was Bill Haney.
Oh, Bill Haney.
And G-Von got on and started doing some racist stuff and dropping the N-word and going back and forth. And then that embarrassed Ness. And I think from there Ness was like, he's ignorant. I'm done. That's
okay, what it was. He's not getting on no border wars then, man. Oh, he said Tone requested 5K. Okay, that's what Tone want, 5K. You know,
I'm just surprised. First, I was supposed to get a fight with Tech, and I never got that Tech fight.
You supposed to fight with Tech?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude, I swear.
Hey, I might have to pull this up on the show tomorrow.
Bro, look, this is actually recorded. Look, this is actually recorded. I gotta find the video, but like Tech kept calling in. I swear Tech was drunk. Tech kept calling in and doing Emperor counters and just kept like hogging up the line. Like literally he would just drop these counters and hog up the line. And it was so whack. Like he wasn't saying it because he was like drunk. And people would call in and were like, get Tech off. But then Tech would just drop another Emperor counter and keep talking.
Yeah.
So I jumped in. I was like, yo, I want to fight you at Border Wars. He's like, I'm 200. Sometimes I say, yeah, just come down to 180. I'm already dropping the weight anyways. You know, like, let's just do it. And then, bro, he was so stupid. He goes, Ness was like, well, when we gonna make it happen? And then he goes, well, we could put it on the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight. And literally, that fight was literally a week away. And Ness got so pissed. He's like, we done with this. You stupid. We not work. Get out of here. And then he just closed up the show, bro. This is probably like a 30-minute debacle. I swear.
Yo, say
but yeah, me and him was supposed to fight. I told him.
Tech's in Atlanta. So next one's in Atlanta.
Yo, I I told Tech that if I win the fight, he's done. He can no longer call in TBV. Like he's banned. No show commentary. Like you can't chat. Like you're done. You can't call in. He's like, what do I get if you win? I was like, I don't know. Figure it out. But if I win, which I know I am, you're not calling into the show anymore. You're done.
Oh
And
man,
it never got made.
damn.
I don't even think it's ever gonna get made, bro. Because I plan on going pro. I plan on going pro, so I don't even know if that fight's ever gonna be.
Oh damn, Kev said he's going pro. What? How many amateur fights you got there?
Like 2.
What the fuck?
It's not
man,
really
you
like
gotta start fighting some more.
But I'm actually pretty good. The thing is, like, I'm not trying to actually like make a career out of it. So I actually want to like strategically move around in the pros and just get to a world title, a minor one, like the UBO or something like that, UBF, whatever, and then just retire.
What about an NABF?
Universal Boxing Federation.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro.
No, like a real like Universal Boxing Federation. I don't know what that is. The WBF, the World Boxing Forum, World Boxing Federation, UBO, Universal Boxing Organization. The guy that I just interviewed on Capper Facts, he's a 2-time UBO world champion.
2-time UBO, bro. There's too many belts. Boxing's crazy.
Nah, man.
Yo, I'm trying to Atlanta. Yeah, bro. November. We need to set that up, dog. Kevin versus Tech. Fuck your UBO.
I would need a sponsor, bro. I would need a sponsor. Look, I would need a sponsor, low key. Shit. Yeah, I would need a sponsor, like plane and hotel, and I'm there. Like I'll get the USA Boxing thing, whatever.
Bro, I'm sure we can find a few people. There's a lot of dudes in TBV that want to see Tech get his ass whooped. So I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure some people are going to sign up, bro, to help you out, man.
I just lost the weight, so I'm at 156 now. So I wouldn't mind going back up. I could put the weight back on and get to at least 185, 186.
I don't even know how big Tech is.
Or something. Yeah, my man was like 200.
What?
That's what he said. He was like 205 or 200. Yeah.
Because you got to be like.
So he would have to cut down. He said he could cut down to 190.
Yeah, he'd have to cut.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I told him we can meet at 185. Shoot, maybe even 190.
Then you can have 10 pounds. So it'll be like one you that's coming out.
But he's gotta do his part, Ryan. Like you can't, bro. You're asking me right now. I'm at 156, right? I could literally drop down to 147, and that's kind of my goal. But you're asking a guy to go from 156 and put on another like 30 pounds just to get to
I know, yeah.
Like, you got to do your part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're asking me to put on 30. Like, I just lost the 30 pounds. You're asking me to put it back on just to fight you and then go ahead and drop it again to go pro.
The Tech might not be worth it then.
That's why. No, that's why we should still make it an exhibition. It don't got to be USA Boxing. You can make
it could be exhibition. Yeah. You guys put on the big gloves.
Yeah, I'll just come in at 160. He can come in at whatever he wants, and that's it.
Shout out to Tech.
So,
Tech
I don't know,
legacy.
Yeah.
Yo,
hey man, that's what I want, a legacy fight.
I know,
but I'm serious, man. Like I'll go professional, get a world. Hey, bro, if I get a world title, it's a wrap. I'm a legacy fighter at that point. I don't care if it's the World Boxing Bureau, UBO, UBF, WBF.
What? That's how y'all think, bro?
I don't care. I'm a legacy. I've become a world champ. I'm a world champ. 100%.
I used to be like that. Now I'm like, nah, bro. You can't be no participation trophy kid.
What you mean? I'm not part. If I get
I even raise my own kid like that. When he bring home that third place, bro, that ain't nothing. You didn't get the first place, dog. Bring that to me.
Come in here with I'll come in here with a WBF World Boxing Federation world title. You better address me as world champion.
What? Hell no.
Most
They're
definitely.
gonna be looking at you crazy like this, bro.
Doing what I do. All white, looking nice. Okay, come through. I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious or not.
Yo, you can't do him, bro.
I'll be holding my belt up like, hey, I fought to get this. I went through the sanctioning body.
The only
I
thing you
paid the
can tell
sanctioning
me.
fee to rub out.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about.
That's all you can tell
You
me.
wildin'. You wildin'. You wildin'. I'm gonna
Yo,
go pick up a
man.
strap. I'm gonna go
Pick it
a
up, bro.
strap.
You're gonna have to go to like hella countries though. Don't they fight in like Africa and shit for them belts?
Oh, bro, there's a lot of.
I mean, it'll be
sanctioning
good
body.
for you.
We can figure it out. You can be.
Go see the world, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it at the level that I'm at. Like, you're not gonna make any money, right? And you're not gonna go and get a major world title. So just, go get yourself a nice world title and call it a day, man.
Nice world title. The UBO.
Yeah.
Let me see who's the UBO champ
Yeah.
in your division,
Why not?
bro. You know who it is?
Yeah, 156 is vacant right now. Yeah,
Is it?
147 is Prince Patel
Who?
right now.
Prince Patel.
Prince Patel.
That name sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
1%. Yeah, man.
Shoot. They got a lot of guys
At
here.
154 is vacant. Yeah, man.
Oh, is this rankings for everybody?
UBO.
No, they use box rank. Oh, okay.
You
I
got
was
the
like,
World
wondering,
Boxing
like-
League too. They
I was
got
like, why the
World Boxing
hell
Federation.
is Usyk here? No way. Roy Jones held that
Yeah.
belt?
Yeah. Yes, he did. So did Bronco McCart. Bronco McCart is a former WBO world champion.
Oh, I know this guy. He's from Canada.
Yes, sir.
Jay Bird. Craig Parker. Light heavyweight. So you fighting at 152 or 54?
I would easily. I could fight at 154 right now, just because I'm already at the weight. But I don't know. I might go to 147.
Trying to go to 47 to fight Prince Patel. That's a
Probably
legacy
not.
fight. That's a
I'll probably
UK
fight at
fight.
156.
That's a UK fight.
I'm gonna say he's trying to win the WWF European title. Nah, I'm definitely not.
The WWF. What the hell?
That's what he
Oh,
said.
he
He said he's trying to win the
yeah.
W.
I was like, what the hell?
I mean,
Ain't that wrestling?
it's. I don't care,
UBO,
bro.
okay.
Hey,
They got a guy who is 32-1. That dude, he look old though. He won hella titles.
Yeah.
Bro, don't fight that guy. Go to 54, yo. This dude won hella
who,
titles.
Prince?
Yeah, he got like the Bantam. He got the IBO.
Yeah, bro. No, I probably wouldn't be able to take Prince. Prince has been around
He
for a
won
while.
like every belt at bantamweight. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Prince is really good.
Yeah, stock chasers, yo. Trust me. Yeah, he is active, bro. He like got 32 wins. That dude got more.
For sure.
He got more wins than some of our favorite fighters, man.
Nah, I think honestly I'll camp around 154.
Yeah, go there, man. Ain't
But
nobody
again,
there
I don't have to fight
now.
for the I don't have to fight the UBO. I can go down this other championships, man. The World Boxing
What the
Forum,
hell,
World Boxing.
bro? They got Michael Fox in here. You sure about that too?
What?
Michael Fox. He got the Continental. And then there's some other dude from Russia. You know these Russian dudes. You gonna have to pop some steroids if you fight a Russian.
No.
Damn. Bro, don't get stretched chasing a big baby belt. Nah, man. Kev gonna be all right, bro. We gonna figure this out. We gonna navigate this.
Yeah, we gonna navigate it, man.
Philosophy said,
I think we
Kev,
should
you
be
gonna fight
fair.
in Border Wars. Nah,
I mean, can I get a sponsor for Border Wars? Can I get us, bro? I'm telling you, we need to make that Tech fight happen for sure.
Ah, shit. If you fight Tech, we can get sponsors, bro. That's not a problem.
Bro,
I
I'm
feel
telling you,
I feel like the
y'all
community would chip in to see Tech in action.
Figure that
A
out.
lot of people.
bro,
Ah,
figure
you
that out.
figure
Let's
out the
get that
dollar amount.
exhibition. What dollar amount?
Like how much you think you would need.
I mean, the
Right.
hotel and flight and maybe some food.
He said Tech might fuck around and sponsor you.
Yeah, Tech would do that. Tech would sponsor
Yo,
his
he be
own
telling dudes on
demise.
TVB, yo, I'll fly you out, yo. He be telling dudes that all the time.
Yeah. He's I think he's a master mechanic at Midas or something. So he just I don't know.
You got the golden
He wild.
touch.
Yeah, so I'm ready though. I'd love to just make that happen. I think I'm gonna have to hit up Nest and see if we can get a sponsor.
Yeah, man. Shit. Tech.
You said Tech is a big dude.
Big motherfucker.
So
Sure
I think Try's got a point with that.
We don't know him though. He might be capping.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter if he's big. Like I've been in there with guys who are 200 pounds and like built for boxing. It's about strategy, right? So you know, like I'll go in there and figure them out pretty quickly. And and remember, like you got to have cardio for boxing. And I'm already training, like I'm already pushing. Like he's not gonna be able to last long, especially when he starts getting hit. So
yeah, boxing
I don't care.
Different.
Yeah, it's really different. It's really, really different. So I don't even know who Miles is, but I'm good. I only want I'm interested in Tech. I'm not interested in anybody else.
You only interested in Tech. Okay. That's good because like Tech, he known, bro. He known. Like you said.
Yeah,
a lot of people
like
on the show.
If it's not Tech, I'm good. Like I'm already thinking about going pro, like maybe end of this year or early of 2026, and then we'll figure out what sanctioned body we want to go down.
True. Where are you gonna fight? You start out in Chicago? That's
Possibly.
where you're from, right?
Bro, it just really depends on. Yeah, that's where I stay at right now. It really just depends on the sanctioning body. Like, what sanctioning body can we get and build a pathway for a world title? That's like the most important thing. I don't want to take like unnecessary fights. I don't want to do anything unintentional. I'm 33 years old. Like at this point, we just got to accelerate.
Yeah.
You know,
you only want that tech mode. They doing like a sparring. They doing a sparring thing too on a Friday, but
yeah, yo, y'all put a good
actually
put
that
a good
might
word
be
in
big
for me
because the sparring thing is like a pro
sparring
thing. It's for like
man,
Nathan
put in a
Lugo.
good word for me then.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm gonna let Ness know we got somebody for Tech. I'm gonna see what he say about that.
Ness should know me because I was a member of TBV. So
he was salute, there. Bro. Yeah. I'm sure he'll know.
He'll know exactly what you're talking about. Like, yo, that dude that called out Tech. Yeah, let's see if we can get him to do an exhibition.
Hey, he probably won't even remember that, bro. My man be smoking
not.
so much.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he probably won't.
He gonna be like, who called out Tech?
You right.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna mention it to Ness tomorrow. I'll be on the panel too. Be like, yo, where's Tech at? Got an opponent for him, man.
Yeah, man. That'd be cool, man.
Yo, he might show up tomorrow. Tech might show up tomorrow. He might open up the bank account.
He might drop them Emperor counters.
Yep. You might be mad with me that I brought somebody up. Like, yo, bro, you think could beat me up?
Yeah,
just tell Tech, yo, if you really want to fight him, you got to sponsor him. I'll get him in that way, yo. You got to sponsor this guy.
Yeah, you wild. Yeah, man. Make sure he pop up and see what he say. I'm gonna hop off though. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to hop off too, man. Appreciate everybody. Yo, Kevin, let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, find me on X at Capital. Yeah, at Capital with Kev. Cap Effects podcast on Fridays, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't seen the first episode, go watch that. Two-time UBO champion Noel Echevarria, former opponent with Oscar Valdez, former opponent with Tevin Farmer, and then also was scheduled to fight a Devin Haney, and it didn't happen. So that was a good first episode. Go check that out, and just be locked in with me over on X, man.
For real. Yeah, man. Kev gonna get there one day. Going pro, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you for rolling through.
Appreciate
Alright,
y'all.
bro.
Y'all take care. Peace.
Yes, sir. My man Kev, man. Yeah, he doing his thing. He trying to go pro, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, bro. I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that. But yeah, let's be real. When people mention Tech Tech, you pop up. Yeah, it's true, man. It's facts, man. Shout out to Trilosophy. He said, if you're not a regular caller, good luck getting sponsored, bro. Just being honest. Oh, shoot. That's how they be. You know what? I do kind of notice that too. Might be right, but I feel like if it's somebody trying to fight Tech Tech, some people might jump in and be like, you know what I'm saying? Said, you got to say his name 3 times like Bill Haney. Shout out to Stock Chasers. He said, yeah, man. Salute, great show. Smash the like button if you have it on the way out. Yeah, appreciate you, man. On private. Yes, sir. Oh, see, grown pro at 33 is wild. Yeah. I mean, he sounds like he's going for a little title, so he's not going to get himself into any crazy danger. But hey, salute to that man. That might be something on his bucket list, something he's trying to accomplish. And I can't get mad at anybody trying to reach their goals and something, bro. So shout out to Kev. Hopefully he gets there. I'm gonna definitely slip this little Tech fight by Ness. He probably not gonna like it because it's not a USA sanctioned fight. But hey, maybe we can get it on the Friday Spar Wars, man. You know what I'm saying? Tech, that's gonna be streamed too. The pros, maybe they can settle it out there on a Friday, and then Ness gets that way it doesn't disrupt the slot for Ness's thing on Saturday. He still has all his slots. And yeah, we can see Tech in action, bro. I mean, we in Atlanta or Georgia at least. So I mean, it's his home state. Hopefully he can get there. I think that would be dope, man. But appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Thanks for everybody showing love, and smash that like button on the way out, man. We out. Peace.